All right, welcome back to our Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea campaign. This is session 58. The heroes are now in, essentially a dungeon below the island of Crystal Point. They have been exterminating, we'll say, since they're kind of bug-like, these alien creatures, these evil alien creatures called the Miko, who have been setting up camp here. They've recently rescued a sorcerer, a magician, who has told them some history, which I'm going to do again, so we have all the information up front. But currently, having apparently cleared out all the Migo in the general area, they have set up a camp in a small room with a flowing waterfall that comes from the lake above, where they had swam, several adventures, well, several sessions ago, but only a couple days ago, and learned that drinking the water of the lake gave them the ability to breathe underwater. It is the 21st day of the 5th month of the 11th year. And so let me just do this first, so that way you guys have all this info. So the sorcerer that you rescued, his name is Vanch Ane. He tells you that he was a sorcerer living in the Hyperborea, which of course is not the nicest place in the world. He had discovered this island through old Hyperborean texts, and his plan was to take it for himself. Essentially, this island was developed to capture the power of the Hyperborean storms, the lightning, and turn it into magics, which could do various things, including healing. If you mentioned to him at all, or maybe you gleaned from this, you don't necessarily have to have told him that you had encountered this, but what he explains about the healing sounds very familiar to you, to the room that you had put the gem in. It had healed Podesta. He talks about how those gems that are in the walls, in the room, the ones that are glowing, are powered by this power plant, as they call it. So I'm going to give you the background now. I'm just going to read it. The lightning reactor. Even when the ancient Boreans languished in Khromarium, chewing lotus leaves and indulging perverse pleasures, still they possessed secrets of the arcane, of science, of life itself. Many desired this esoterica, including a cadre of Atlantean scientists, engineers, and magicians who created a fantastic gift for the sorcerer kings and witch queens, the lightning reactor. This great device would capture the energy of Hyperborea's fierce storms, storing it in magical crystal vessels. The offering pleased the Hyperboreans, who in return revealed certain anti-mundane mysteries to the group. But not everyone approved of engaging with the decadent Hyperboreans, and several Atlanteans infiltrated the reactor's development and conspired to have it built above the watery lair of Chalak, a titanic crab, lost in sleep for millennia. They went further still to sabotage his design so that the operation would eventually wake the primordial monstrosity, hoping that once unleashed it would destroy the Hyperboreans. Of course, the Green Death came, and that did a pretty good job of wiping out the Hyperboreans, and everybody else for that matter. Vanch had discovered this location, that this thing was here, and he was about to come and kind of claim the island for his own to get the magics to restart the lightning reactor, when he was his lair in the Hyperborea, his home, was raided by these Miko. And in exchange for his life, he basically told them about this place. Together, they came here and researched ways to control and entrap creatures and people. Thus, he's a big blob now. And he talks about a pillar and a magical circle that were also created that were used to entrap creatures in this dungeon. In any case, the crabmen, being drawn by the thoughts of the giant crab, the titanic crab, the crab god Chalak, have come and made war with the Miko. Before that, though, Vanch had found that the Miko were planning on not keeping the crab god trapped forever, but rather draining its soul and using the power of its soul to call upon their own god, which thought protested against and eventually tried to fight them. And of course, now he clearly lost because he's a big old blob of floating in the air. And as he's kind of floating in the air like a lava lamp, these words that are telling the story are imprinting across the blobs. He can't talk or anything. It's been printed across. So that's the story that you guys would have had till now. So we'll call it the morning, and sitting in this room, waiting, or I guess making their plans on what they want to do next is the party. So let's go through and have you guys intro your characters, so we know what's up, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to start actually with, I'll go backwards. I'm going to start with Tony. Tell us about your character.
The thick-bearded, heavily muscled man standing in the blacksmith shop drops the hammer down as he's working. You look just outside the shop as you see the preteen girl standing there with the long flowing blonde hair. As she's looking in towards the shop with almost fright in her eyes. The man turns and he goes, "Brighild, get back to the house. Tell your mother I will be there soon." We go to the silver-haired young lady sitting in this room with her companions as she's twisting her hair in her hand. And she's looking down at the floor, ignoring the rest of the group and their conversations. And she thinks to herself, "Who am I? Who am I?" That is Brighild, the warlock.
Excellent. So in the space with Brighild, also resting is Mike's character. Tell us about your character.
I'm playing Dougal, the warrior. The wanderer. He wants to be a warrior. No, he doesn't. He's a druid that is wandering around, learning and trying to gain the wisdom to eventually lead his peoples. He's right now chewing on his thumbnail. He's a little anxious. He is feeling particularly driven to go deeper into this fortress. He's feeling the call to go deeper, and he knows that is where his destiny lies. And that he's hoping that his companions will rest quickly, because they need to get going. And he's hoping to shoo them along. And that's Dougal.
Nice. Nikki, tell us about your character.
I play Pinesta. She's a bard. She's really interested in all this talk of the crab god and the pillars, the obsidian pillars that they started to disintegrate that were holding the crab god asleep. So she's a little worried about that. She's not sure about going deeper. She's probably willing to go with Dougal, but she's also thinking that they might need to go back to Khromarium or something to figure out their next step, because there's a lot of information they've gotten and she's not quite sure what to do with it all yet. And they have a brain and various things now. So they need to figure out what to do with their very strange haul of treasure. So that's Pinesta. She's a little bit conflicted at the moment.
There is also a brain in the jar. That's correct. Google has that. Oh, man. Okay. Crystal, tell us about your character.
I play Inasinos Nepos Kineti, though everyone just calls him Enzo for short. Enzo doesn't trust magic at the best of times, and he's feeling not very happy at all that they've picked up this floating blob. He doesn't really trust this blob at all, especially since it's apparently just one of those finger wigglers in another form. Enzo is mostly sitting around with the other henchmen, kind of just talking to them, spending time with them. He likes spending time with them better than he actually does with the group, since they're all kind of a like mind with him, not trusting magic and stuff. but he's getting kind of itchy, ready to go figure out what their next move is. Dougal wants to go deeper, and he figures if he can kill more of those weird Migo, that would be just fun with him.
Nice. Yeah, they're definitely vicious creatures, and you can see the destruction that they've caused. So killing them is probably not a bad idea. And finally, Rush, your character was a little bit in limbo last time, but you're sitting here with the party. Tell us about your character.
Revna shipwrecked with the party. She listens to all this talk of these crab gods and things of the like, and she just kind of waves it off as, she feels them to be petty in comparison to her own gods, Uller and Ymir. And she's going along with this group. Originally, they were a means to an end to get her back from the islands that she was shipwrecked on, to get her back to Eriksgard, where she can find a proper vessel. But in the meantime, they seem to be in search of, or they seem to have a knack of finding these treasures, these wondrous treasures that could be worth untold amounts of gold. So Revna figures life is only a journey, and she may very well just go along with it and see what it takes her. And that is Revna, the is it purloiner?
Sure.
Ledgermanist.
Ledgermanist. Unless she found religion.
So, yeah, she uses she's part thief, part mage, and all adventure.
Awesome. So I'll also point out too, just because I know that we had kind of a big gap before we came back, and then we played one session, that you had made acquaintance, friendship, we'll call it, maybe not friendship, maybe too strong a word, but you got some of the crabmen on your side, because they also hate the Migo, and they did send 2 crabmen up with you and actually showed you the way up into this level that you're on. However, one of them was disintegrated by the Migo, and the other one has left because you found a quite injured crabman that was being held captive by the Migo. So I guess while this is going on, he told a story that the crabmen do not know that you know this or anything else, just so that that's clear, because I know not everybody was here. And yeah, so what do you guys want to do? We'll assume that you got a full rest and nothing happened overnight that would prevent that. You're in this chamber A21. If you're on Roll20, you can see that there's like most things on this level, the walls have these kind of like crystals that have like grown out of them, these black crystals kind of in all directions, but there's kind of a faint purple light, so it's never dark in the room, even when you're extinguish your torch, maybe because you want to sleep or whatever. There's always this like glow that you can see in the room. Of course, you hear that like rush of water as it falls from the lake above.
So, Dougal, I know you want to go deeper.
Yes.
Something is calling you deeper.
Yes.
But I have to say, those stones in the room that healed me, in that room, those are diamonds. I mean, that's a lot of diamonds. We could have a lot of money.
Yes, but I think there is more to life than money. And I got a feeling there's something bigger, deeper.
Well, I mean, we might find a crab god or
maybe
a
more
Migo god.
satisfying than money. Let's say it that way. More satisfying.
Surely we could take a few diamonds, though.
I'm sure we could, but Yes, wouldn't you rather feel better about yourself than, you know,
I suppose it would make a good story.
to join with something or someone that I'm sure we all want to be part of something bigger and better.
Okay, I'm just laying out all of the facts.
Oh yes, we can all come back later for this. I'm assuming all of this will be ours.
Maybe. Are you still hallucinating?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah, okay. So I kind of look at Brighill. I'm like, what do you think, Brig?
You see that she's still sitting and pretty much ignoring the conversation, but she jumps up abruptly and reaches up and reaches inside of her tunic where she's grasping the medallion of Helios around her neck. She goes, I do not have a problem with continuing our search for these creatures. These creatures and their technology need to be destroyed as we've been doing. They're very evil. And now that we have this remains of this wizard that can help show us and everything, as I say, he can help us, but we need to keep an eye on him also. But I have there's no need in my mind to disturb the legend of if there is some god here or something. I do not want to deal with any gods. The only god that I'm concerned with tells me that the light does not shine for all of us. So, but I do not mind searching for the Migo if we want to continue that route. But I'm not disturbing or messing with the gods.
No, let's not mess with gods.
We
The
won't destroy
diamond-
any more pillars then.
Do the diamonds belong to the gods?
No.
No, I think they're part of the. They're either Hyperborean or Migo.
Okay, because I, just saying that diamonds would allow me to be a part of something much, much bigger than. And she puts her hand up. She's like, I'm just putting it out there.
Yes.
I say we go deeper, like Dougal and Brighild want,
Exactly.
but we come back for them if we can.
We will. I will promise you we will come back for the diamonds.
All right, Dougal.
We won't forget the diamonds. And I'm going to
Deeper.
come back and get my blue tablets.
Oh God. Yes. That's right.
And my giant red stone.
I kind of roll my eyes at Brig and I look at Enzo and say, are you willing to move deeper?
Enzo gets up, he nods and says, I'm ready to go whenever you are. Further we
Alright.
can get away from that waterfall, the better for me.
We'll do it on the next hole. Oh, nice dive.
So did you tell Vanch that you destroyed some of those pillars on the surface, or no, you didn't tell him that, right?
Oh no, I didn't tell him that.
Okay.
No. We don't
Okay.
talk about that in front of him.
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't mention it now. I'm just saying you had all night, so I didn't know if you told him any information about you guys, what you guys had done. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't have. I don't know if anybody else would have.
No.
Okay. Yeah. He could tell you that the reactor, it's riding across his blobby body and it's kind of moving around. The reactor itself is the 2 levels, which of course you already kind of know, and that there are 3 silos that reach to the surface, and that's where the lightning is captured. But in the combat between himself and also the crabmen, there were kind of 3 parties, 2 against the Migo. Some of it's been destroyed. So the reactor is a little bit unstable, but it certainly, you know, if it could be repaired, it could be quite, you know, quite the fortress as it would be, which was his whole reason of coming here. So he's willing to wants to destroy the Miko, and we'll help you with that. And he has memorized some spells. He tells you so because you had given him his spell books, so his blobby spell books. Oh yeah.
I think he just went in there and took them. I don't think anybody gave him anything. Just so you know.
Well, I
Just
mean,
so
he said I need my spell books, and then you know you guys
Mhm.
helped him get them. Yeah, that's how I see it. So yeah, where do you want to go?
Down.
All right. Well, I mean, the ways that you know to get down would be either jumping into the waterfall, which would, of course, obviously go down into the ground, or you could go back to the area of A2, which is how you came up here. Short of that, you could also, you know that through that A2, that large A2 area, you came in. Let me get my little pointer here. You came up these stairs here. There we go. But you also, Dougal might not know this because I can't remember if you were with the party then, but Podesta and Brighill certainly know that there's also stairs right here that lead to the surface, which then you could then go down the other way. Because remember, there was caves that you came in at the bottom, but those were, of course, occupied by the crabmen.
There were stairs down at A2 that leads down to a level we've been on, part of a level.
That's right. Yeah, it leads you down to, here, I'll show it to you. It's the one with the, where you fought the guys with the big lightning bolt throwers on their back.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That's actually how you came up here. You came this time when the crabmen led you up down at B13 is how you came up. You climbed up a ladder there. So you know that's down.
Did
And
we
of course,
find any
obviously,
stairwells that would lead down from B, down the B area that leads them further down or not?
you did in B24. You would recognize that. Remember, you came up B13 with the crabmen. You know that B24 had a similar setup where it was like a long tube with the ladder going down to the, you know, down deeper into the earth. Yeah, that's the only way down that you've explored. Then it's the only way down that you found that you haven't like gone, because you know that if you go down B13, you're going to end up back in the where the crabmen were, which I mean is fine, but that's where you're gonna, you know, where that leads.
We haven't been
I
to
guess
all
we-
the way. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I guess that's the way we go to lead down to whatever Dougal's searching for then.
Right.
As long as it's deeper.
Of course, he is not himself right now, but
No.
killing Migo was always worthwhile.
Talking about.
But Enzo, is there something here on this level that you're concerned about?
I haven't been here before, so I can't say. You all know this place better than I do.
We haven't been up through that door, I think, through B14, right? Or is that just a rubble-filled hallway there?
Where it says B16. Oh, you can't see that, I guess, because it's not blocked off. Yeah, that is it is a what do you call it? Well, I'll reveal it that way. It's easier to. Yeah, right there. Yeah, there's like a collapse. You could jump across. It's reasonable to jump across. It will require you know, to use a rope or be smart about it, but you could get across it. There's basically a river flowing through there. That's like the hallway like collapsed down, and there's like a river flowing underneath. Across the other side of those, a door which you have also not explored. That is correct. Yeah, there's several areas on this level that you have not explored. Areas you've seen that you know go down are B24. B21, by the way, is where, just in case to put things in perspective, that's where Podesta put the gem inside and was healed.
Where the diamonds are.
No, the diamonds are on the level that you're on. They're actually where the Migo, um,
Oh, that's right.
healing beds. So remember, you came at A10.
The eggs. Yeah, yeah.
Right, the eggs, exactly. You zapped all those and destroyed them. But in this room, the main room where I mentioned the ceiling was covered with sparkly sparks, those are diamonds. Yeah.
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
They're
Okay,
kind of in the
so
ceiling, so you'd have to like get them out, which is not, it won't just be like walk in, pick them up. It would be a process, but there's definitely diamonds in there.
I can fly up there on my carpet.
That's true.
I will say we know how to get down. Do we want to finish? Do we want to see what else might be here?
Oh, we
Or
can
do we
do
want to
that
just go down?
later. Let's just go down. We need to get deeper.
But
Go
what if
deeper.
something follows us down deeper? Dougal.
They follow.
With that area of rubble, I'm not too concerned. I don't think there's anything that's crossing it. Did not look like. But if we do have another area, I would say search it though first.
We need to be deeper. So this isn't where we need to be. Tablets. I've looked into the stone, and I know we have to be deeper.
You see the blobby wizard, Vank. He puts across his like blob words. What stone? Or what pillar? He said.
He said, I'm not telling you. The red one.
Okay. It's like dot dot dot. Like he's thinking. He's basically texting you. He says,
Thought bubble.
Red one.
yeah, right, thought bubble. Yeah, perhaps I can help. Perhaps I can help.
Oh. Yes.
Show me the pillar.
We show them the pillar, then we have to go all the way back up there. And it's just keeping us from going deeper then.
If we're gonna go deeper, let's just go deeper, I guess. Let's just do this.
See?
All right. Did you want
Plus,
to?
I don't really want to show him anything.
Did you want? So you're in A21. Did you want to just jump in the water and see where it takes you, or are you going to take the stairs and be safe?
Stairs.
I'm just
Stairs.
asking.
Why don't we
Yeah, I
get
don't-
that blob to go down the tunnel and tell us
I
where
can
it
turn
goes?
into a fish, so I don't.
Into the water? No, he's not doing that. Actually, he might know where that goes. Hold on a second. Yeah, he actually might know where that goes. Let me look at the map. Because he knows this reactor place, so you got kind of a... yeah, if you ask him about going down there, he says that will just wash you down into the next level. I prefer to take the stairs.
Yes, we're going to take the stairs.
Okay.
So he's like a big blob, and he's like a lava lamp, like kind of flowing around. And his two little spell books are also blobs, and they're kind of like those loose pieces of lava that are kind of floating around. Yeah, he's waiting for you to lead the way. He
And
clearly
so we'll
can't
lead
fight.
the way.
Okay.
Who's leading
All right,
the
so
way?
you're going to go to A2 by the most direct route, my understanding. So you're going to walk down the corridor to A17, then across to where that door is, where A23 is, then back to A2. Is it your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So you do that. You're able to do it. So you move down. The corridors are, quiet. And you get to A17, And the Vank stops and he says, this could be very useful. If you remember in A17, there is a giant sphere of blackness. And he says, you go ahead. I'll, he's writing it. You go ahead. I'll see about this.
I think you should come
Okay.
with us. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Don't touch it.
Oh, he's like telling us to go ahead in front of him and then he'll catch up.
Yep.
Nah, Brickhill just crosses her arm and stands there and looks at the blob.
Okay.
What my stoic friend is trying to say is that we're not going to let you stand here and deal with this while we go ahead of you and have you follow behind, but you're more than welcome to come with us.
Okay. He writes, stand back, it will be dangerous.
I don't think you should mess with this. What do you, I mean,
Oh, he's messing with it.
I know he is.
Let's see. Maybe I'll make one of you guys roll too. That way, if everybody dies, it's not my fault.
Well, yeah, if he tells us to stand back, we'll go. I'd like to go down one of the hallways, back away from that room.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go back up towards the way you came, towards A18 or towards A23?
I'm gonna go back towards A23 a little bit.
Okay. Let's see if I can find this thing. I'm pretty sure you can just do it, but I gotta make sure about this. But you know these things are dangerous. You know how it works. Yeah, you all move back, and he, Tony,
Oh no!
roll percentile for me.
All right,
Yeah. Looks better.
92.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, you all back up, and this globe starts moving. He's trying to move it to essentially block the corridor down where A14 is. So he's moving it in that direction. So he's trying to move it from here, to look over here. And it gets about halfway, and then all of a sudden it turns and starts following him, going towards him. And you see, an exclamation point like appear on his on his blob, and he starts blobbing away and towards the direction towards where you all are. You get the sense that he is running from this thing.
Yeah, Enzo's gonna run too. He's gonna run down to A2.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
going.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. He's going to get some distance to it, from it rather, and then he's going to try again. Tony, roll another percentile.
Oh no! Ooh, a 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, you all start to move really quickly, and then you see that he's kind of gliding on beyond you, and then he kind of stops, and the sphere is moving closer to him, and then it stops and it turns and it goes back to where it was. Roll one more time and see if you can get it to where you want to put it in the first place.
Oh my gosh, that's a 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he moves it up into that spot. So it is currently now in this spot, and then he by then you probably have run through the door, but maybe you stop and look back to see if he's following. But now that the sphere is there, let me just draw it so that we know it's there. So it's now here blocking this hallway, basically. All right. Yeah, and then he follows behind you. He's not particularly fast. His speed is only 30. So you're probably going to have to walk slow if you want him to stay with you. Is that right? His movement? No, his movement's only 10. Oh, fly 30. Okay, yeah, he's moving. He's flying, so he's going to move 10. He can move 30. So yeah, he writes across the thing that he blocked the hallway because he knows that's where their labs are. And then yeah, you get to A2, and Go down the stairs. And as you come down these stairs, Crystal, roll a d6 to see if you're surprised by the Amigo that are down there.
Okay.
Roll a d6. Oh,
Two.
2. That's good. Because you get a bonus, don't you? Or is that only outside, right?
On the outside, I think we discussed it last
Okay.
time.
You are surprised, but they might also be surprised. So let's roll again, see if they're surprised. So you're surprised as you come down the stairs. Are they surprised is the question.
You want me to roll again?
Go for it. Since you're the one in the front, and this is going to be, oh, they're also surprised. All right. So yeah, you get to the bottom of the stairs, and so leading the way with the men behind you, and you stop and you see 3 of these Migo creatures. They're actually coming. Tools. They're coming from over here. So you kind of like you maybe you hear like the sound of them walking or whatever, and you stop at the stairs, and then you kind of edge forward. You can see that they're like right here, and because both parties were surprised, essentially nothing goes down. So we're going to go into a regular round. Most people, I'm going to say, are still on the staircase, but we'll just go through what you might do based on what's going on. I know Enzo's in the front, so what are you going to do, Crystal? You see these things there?
Enzo probably would have already had his sword out. I know I didn't say so, but
Yeah,
he would have.
Yeah.
So he's just going to charge forward because he doesn't know about them being able to put things to sleep.
Okay. All right, you charge him. Okay, so that clears the stairway at least. Who was next in line? Who would have been next? I guess the men would have been, right? So they're all gonna have to make a morale check. Okay. Let's see if they've seen what these things can do now. 7. Oh. No, under is bad, right? Over is good. Yeah, they run. You charge towards them, the men run the other direction. So you've got these men. So Enzo's running like this way towards the Migo, and you see all the men start to book off in this direction. Okay, who's next in line?
It could be me.
Okay, you see 3 Migos.
Yeah, I have my pistol out.
Okay, you're gonna do a missile shot.
Missile, yep.
Okay. How about let's go down the line. Dougal, what's your
Missile.
okay? Breakhild.
Yeah, Brickhill is probably at the back coming down the stairs because she's kind of watching the blob wizard. So is there any way I can stay on the stairwell and try to stay, hidden, quote unquote, and like if one of those Migo approaches, shoot them from the stairwell?
Yeah, for sure. It's like a spiral staircase. You can stay like around the spiral. You can stay back there. Sure. All right, so you stay back. Well, I guess then probably just slightly in front of you. Then, if you were in the back, that would have been Rush's character. What's sorry, I can't. Revna. What's Revna doing?
I'm sorry. What room are we in again?
You are basically right at the bottom of the stairs here.
Okay, so the bad guys are all out here.
Yeah, the Migos are here. And, Panessa moved forward slightly to shoot. Enzo's charging. I guess Dougal also moved forward slightly to shoot. Brigill's staying back at the staircase.
There's no real way to get off around behind them then, because they're right in the doorway.
The only way to get behind them, the Migo, from where you are, you would have to go this way.
Go down and around.
Down the stairs, run around, and come all the way back around. I mean, it's not impossible, but it'll probably take you multiple rounds.
Not doing it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to go with missile.
Okay. Works for me. All right, let's since you were the last one I was talking to you, let's have you roll initiative. Roll me a d6 for your side.
Wait, who, me?
Yep. They got a 1.
Oh.
So if you can beat a 1, you'll be good.
Got a 5.
All right, you're gonna go first. Okay, so let me go stats out. Okay, so we do melee first. You're charging and you're close enough, Crystal, so you'll get to go first because the charge move will happen in the first phase. So go ahead and make an attack roll against the Migo with your sword. Oh my god, that's fantastic. I believe they both hit. I hope they both hit anyways. Yes, you charge into one of these Migo and attack it. And chop deeply into it. It's not enough to kill it, but it definitely hurt it. Okay. So that you chop into it, doing 7 points of damage with your hack with the sword. Okay, then we're into missile, and I'm just going to go in the order I have them on the screen. So, Rush, go ahead and take a shot with your missile.
Okay. And it's been a while. So
Okay.
if your attack rate is 3-2, is it 1 and then 2 or 2
Yep.
and then 1?
1 and then 2.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot with my short bow.
Ooh, that hits.
It does hit.
Yep. Nice. Not a lot of damage, but damage nonetheless.
It's that hard crab Migo, they don't have the crab.
They're like bugs.
Shell,
Yeah,
okay.
They got hard skin. That's why they're so tough.
Yeah.
And going down the line, Pinesta.
Okay.
Shot.
I'm taking a shot here. Sorry, my character sheet was acting up. I rolled an 18 on the dice. And my character sheet just shut down on me. My Adobe is acting weird. Sorry.
What's your fighting ability? Do you know?
5?
Okay.
No, would be high.
Well, as long as it's at least 3, you hit.
I got it. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah.
Okay, yep. You hit. All right, so you have to make a saving throw.
Yep.
Hold on here. So Migo's making a save. You're shooting it with a disintegrating pistol. Let's see. Roll d20. How much that didn't save? Okay. High or low?
All right. Low.
Okay. It's disintegrated. Okay. The one that didn't get shot with the arrow just got disintegrated. Okay. And Dougal. There are 2 standing. One is being set upon by the barbarian. The other one is has just been shot with an arrow. Shoot your laser.
I fire at the one that is not being attacked.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot the disintegrator pistol, and it just misses this creature. Like probably as it turns, the arrow sticks into it, and it kind of reels back. And as it does, the laser just goes past and disintegrates like the shaft of the arrow and hits the wall, just missing the creature. Their armor class is -1, so that just missed.
Shake the pistol. Still not used to firing these things.
Right. Okay. So it is now the Migo turn. Melee happens first. You have meleeed one of them, so it can't use its pistol, so it's going to attack you with its swords. This is the first time the Migos get to attack somebody with their sword. Does he have a sword? No, this guy just says he's going to attack with his claws. So he's going to attack 4 times with his claws.
Oof.
All right. So they are 6 hit dice. What's your AC, Crystal?
My AC is 5.
Okay. So they need a 9 or better to hit you. All right. Okay. That's 11. That hits. A 3 misses. An 8 misses. Wow. And, wow. And a 1. All right. So it did hit you once, though. So let me just do the damage for the first hit. It is a D4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. So it cuts into you for 8 points damage with its claw. As it's like kind of trying to fight. because it's not. It didn't expect a huge barbarian to charge up at it. However, you can roll a d12 crystal to see what happens. The fumble with this thing.
Okay. 7.
7. All right. Okay, so it stumbles. Stumble. Awkward stumble. One adjacent enemy gets 1 free attack. Unfortunately, there's nobody adjacent. And unfortunately, it was its last attack. So the other thing is it would have stopped its attack routine as well. So it stumbles. It's you see its face get a little red, a little embarrassed. The other one is going to shoot at one of the other targets. So there's 3 of you guys out there. So we'll go. Ooh, it's shooting Dougal. With a 5 on the die, that's not going to hit anything. Yeah, a laser. Your laser shot, like shot past and burned the arrow from this thing, and it kind of shoots randomly, like to try to get a quick shot off, and it just like misses you by a mile, Dougal. As we come into the next round, there's one Migo fighting with its claws, attacking your barbarian who has moved up on it. The other one has its laser pistol shooting at the group that are now shooting at it. Doesn't seem to be ready to run yet, because they still think they have the edge. So what's everybody doing? Rush.
Missile.
Okay. How about Enzo, Crystal?
Melee.
Okay. Vanessa?
Missile.
Dougal? Dougal's having an hallucination.
Oh, missile.
Missile.
Can you hear me?
And how about Brickhilt? You can see some laser shots flying by, but none of them have moved up into your view yet.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay. I'm going to hold my position because I'm afraid if I get down there, I'm think it's going to be too crowded. So I'll stay where I'm at.
Yeah, there's a lot of you up there, and the magician's up there as well. Behind you. He's keeping a blob eye in the back with you, I guess. Okay. Rush. Roll initiative again for the creatures they're going to fight on. This time they got a 3. Oh, what is your dexterity? That Revenant's dexterity. I'm assuming it's high since she's a thief, but
Sorry, it's 18.
well then.
Yeah.
You're gonna go first.
I had the microphone pushed up in the mute position, so
No, that's fine. Yeah. I was like, I figured she was a thief. She'd beat 11, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, none of you are 6 or fewer hit dice, right? Everybody's at least 7th level.
No, I'm only 6th level.
You are.
Unless
You're
I
close.
missed something, but I
No, you might be.
only have 89,000 hit points.
Hit points. Wow, that's a lot of
I mean,
That's a lot of
XP.
hits.
I have 89,000 XP.
Okay, this is Astonishing Swordsmen.
And I need 175,000 to level. So
That's a lot of hit points. All right, 30 feet. Let's see, they are right here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, you're close. You know what? Go ahead and make a sorcery saving throw, but I'm going to give you a +3 because I'm not 100% sure you should be in range of it. You're very close, so we'll just call it a +3.
I get a +2 bonus already.
So +5.
So I think I beat it.
Yeah, which one? You don't have any of that. Okay. Yeah, otherwise you
Nope.
would drift off to sleep. There's like kind of this like music playing, and the song that they're making, and most people find it very relaxing. And you, for some reason, it's like no.
She's like, I hate country music.
Word.
All right. So perfect. Okay, so that's that. Crystal, go ahead with your melee attack against the creature that you're facing.
All right, 2 more. Oh wow, that time I did horribly.
Okay. Yeah, that was a whip. Okay. Yeah. So you're struggling with this thing. It kind of pushes, probably because it stumbled. Maybe it steps back and you swing into the empty air as it stumbled backwards. Okay, so we're into our missile attacks. Go ahead, Rush. Make your missile attack.
Can never find my daggone bow. There we go.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Oh, one hit.
yeah, -4 and then 4. That's just funny. Yeah, you're just using a bow, right? You don't have any kind of a.
Yeah, I got a short bow. D6.
They did find 2 more laser pistols. I don't know if they would have distributed those to you.
Yes, we would have.
Yeah, I think I've got one.
Okay, but you want to use your bow instead?
At
Actually,
the
I haven't been here for a
moment,
while. I wouldn't normally tell you what to do, but just so you know, you have one.
no, it's yeah.
Okay, you're gonna use your bow? No problem.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so yeah, the arrow sinks deeply into it. It staggers back, but it's very strong. Okay, En's already went. Panesta.
All right, yep. And my character sheet is behaving, so I will roll. See what I get. That hits armor. Oh, armor class 0. I don't think that's enough.
0 is not enough. Nope, their armor class is -1. So yeah, they it zipped past this one again, burning the edge off the arrow. That seems to be that's the second time that's happened. People are probably thinking we're reusing stock footage. Dougal.
Fire at the same one.
Nice.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, so it's got to make a saving throw. Of course, we're saving throw. It got a 12. Its saving throw is 14. Okay, this one is also disintegrated. It falls to dust. Okay. So currently there is one Migo left. It is facing off against the Barbarian in hand-to-hand combat. It is going to... It might change its mind and run. Hold on. Got 7. No, it's going to stay to fight. Okay. So it's going to attack you. Again, first it needs a 9 to hit you, rather. 16 hits. Natural 20. 2 misses. 10 misses, right? Because it needs an 11, or does it need a 9? Let me check that again.
Was a 9.
It needs that. Okay, so it's hit you twice regularly and 1 crit. All right, so let me do the 2 regular hits first.
Okay.
So 5 and 5. So 10 points from the regular hits, and then for the crit, 2. 2's plus 2 damage, so it's going to do d4 plus 6. Oh, that's a good 10 points. So 20 points of damage total. This thing rips into you, just tears into your body with its claws.
Down to -7.
You're -7? Okay.
-7.
Did you heal last night?
I did.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you drop to the ground. You see your friend drop to the ground bleeding. As we come into the next round. Ravna, you see one Migo standing over your friend, having just dropped them. What would you like to do?
Well, because she has no way to reload these things, she was trying to save it for something big, but the situation has changed, so she's gonna draw the pistol and just take the one-hand shot with it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah,
to make
missile.
it short, missile.
Okay. Yeah. If you want, if you're gonna draw the pistol and shoot it, you can either do it in the first phase. It'll be at -2, or you could just shoot it second phase. That's up to you.
I'll just shoot a second phase.
Okay, fair enough. Panesta.
So
Do.
Missile.
All right. And Brigil, just stand back still.
Yeah, I'm gonna protect the stairwell.
All right, perfect. Which is probably a good thing, because since you're up there and you're protecting it, you hear footsteps coming towards you. Sounds like several. It doesn't sound like clickety-clackety like the Migos make. It sounds like footsteps of people. You're kind of on the stairs, so you can't really see, but the blob is up top, so you can probably see it. And you see riding on the blob, he says, 6 men coming.
So 6 humans, okay.
And yeah, let's roll initiative. Who's that? Oh, the cleric? Oh no, we left her back last time, I think. I think she wasn't here, right? Didn't we leave the cleric back at the ship outside, I think?
Yeah, I don't think Helene came with us.
I don't think so either. I think she stayed out back because you left a bunch of men, and I think you left her outside. Because remember, you went and met with the crab men, and then went right upstairs without going back outside. If I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled a 3. Roll initiative for me, Josh. Oh, you just did. Okay, you got initiative. Okay. There's no melee because Enzo's down. So let's do the missiles. Vanessa.
Okay. Nope. That misses with an 8.
Okay. All right. Dougal. No. That misses both of them. Okay. And you're going to shoot phase 2, so the creature's going to get to go. It's actually going to shoot. It's going to, shoot its laser gun now because it's no longer being meleeed. So one of the 3 of you is going to be targeted. Oh, Dougal again. Wow, you're always targeted. That die does not like you. Oh my god. Well, roll a natural 20. With the laser pistol. Go ahead and make a saving throw. First, because
I'm resistant to those lasers, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be concentrating on it, though.
Oh.
Right, I think. Hold on, let me just make sure that's the case. I thought you had to be I think you had to be concentrating on it.
I had to? Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, you told us last time because I have the resist electrical, but you told us we have to concentrate like and can't do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to utilize that now.
So I have to.
Fortunately.
the
So
death
straight
saving
up.
throw?
Straight up death. Saving throw versus death ray or death or whatever it's called.
Ah!
Oh, nice. It bounces off your chest like you're Superman.
Nice.
Yeah, it rolled a natural 20 to hit you, so this laser hits you, and it absorbs into your body. However, it still does damage. It just isn't going to disintegrate you instantly, which is good. It's 3d6, but let me roll a d6 to see what else. To hope I don't get triple damage. Plus 2 damage. Okay, so 3d6 plus 2 damage. 15 points of damage plus 2, 17 points, man. So it strikes you, but you do not turn into a pile of dust, but you are injured for 17 points. And now Revna gets to shoot her laser pistol.
I guess I just use my bow. Same thing, or
Yeah. It's there's no. It just uses your dexterity.
okay.
So, unless you have like mastery in the bow, that would be the only time that would. Which you don't, because you're not.
Oh, I got it.
Yes, you did. Since it's basically Crystal's character that is likely going to fall here, I'll begin because I'm mean. I'll have Crystal roll a saving throw for the Miko. Roll a d20, Crystal, to see if this thing saves.
All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Nice.
Yep. Thief draws the laser, and you notice your barbarian friend is lying on the ground, bleeding out in front of you. Upstairs, because of course they get to go because it's second phase. The movement happens, and the wizard is, he now writes in bigger letters on his body. Man, was it 8? 8's what I said, right? I didn't write it down when I rolled it.
6
8 men.
is what you
6.
said.
Okay. 6
6,
men. All right, thank
wasn't
you. Okay. Yeah. I rolled it and then I didn't write it down. Yeah. So 6 men, and then he's kind of standing while floating in the stairs. And we'll deal with that. They just moved into the room now, so of the room above. So we'll deal with that next round. But below, you guys are technically out of combat. Until Brickhill tells you something. So if you wanted to, Enzo or whatever, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do we have the ability to stabilize Enzo without the use of clerical powers, so he'll quit bleeding out?
Yep. If you have, usually bandages are required, but you could also tear off a piece of cloth. You just have to have something to do
I'm
it
going
with.
to go pray over
Oh, even better.
So
I'm gonna
what?
pray over him.
Hey, Dougal, is a cleric. Well, a druid. Some people call those clerics.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can
but
do
as
that.
you said, he's not himself right now.
It's
So
just one of those things. Yeah, I'm not myself. It's only 10 points. So
but that does
Okay.
stop him from going any further.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you get up there and you start binding up the wounds, and you hear the druid mumbling some words, and and so you actually come back. What were your negatives? I was to come back with 3 hit points. You wake up. Up above, Tony. So you could actually. What do you want to do? You hear these. The blob is telling you that people are coming.
Yeah, she's just gonna yell down to I guess probably she sees Pinesto since the other two rushed up to where Enzo is, and she just yells down towards Pinesto and goes, we've got some type of company coming up from above behind us too. I'm not sure yet what it is though. And then I'm just gonna be ready at the laser pistol to see who they are and how they react.
Okay. Perfect. So since it's evolving, you go ahead and roll initiative, Tony, against these things. They got 3.
Up out of 2.
Oh, okay. You hear chatter like humans speaking, in kind of a weird, deep voice, and then you hear footsteps running quickly, and they're actually charging with their spears. The blob that's at the top of the stairs, of course, because he's too big to fit down the stairs. It's their attack.
Do I recognize them? Like when I see them, like
Yeah.
maybe who I would think they are, where they're from, or
Yep, you do. They're the copper-colored men that you've encountered before.
okay.
They're wielding spears. Oh, funny. Actually, no, they're wielding horsemen's picks for some reason. That's an interesting weapon.
Wow.
Yeah, they charge forward with horsemen's picks. Hey, they put horseman picks in the game. Somebody had to use them. All right, so there's 6 of them. What's his armor class? His armor class is... Oh, well, it's not terrible. Okay. They are... die, so they need an 18. Okay. So, do it this way. I think this will work. Yep. All right, 1 hits him. How much does a pick do? Oh, okay. All right, these things all charge around him, and he's like becoming like blobby and like avoiding these picks as they're flying through the air. But one sticks in it, and it makes a kind of a gross like sound that sticks into him. Okay. So yeah, you can see these guys standing at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I want to. I want to phase 1 laser pistol one of them that's attacking him, and then I'm in phase 2. I want to move him down their stairs to open it up,
Okay.
so he can get down their stairs also.
All right. Yeah, go for it. You were waiting for him, so you can definitely take a shot.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. Their AC is only 4. I won't even give him a saving throw then with the nat 20 because he's not gonna. It doesn't matter. That's gonna be enough damage to kill him. Okay. I'm writing the wrong number of hit points. Yeah, they don't have enough. They don't have enough hit points to survive that with a crit. You fought these guys before. They're not particularly tough, but they are. They are morale 12, so they're going to fight to the death. So yeah, you blast one and it disintegrates. It falls to the ground. The horseman's pick and all, and the blob tries to move back out of the way. So we'll go into the next round. You guys can hear a fight at the top of the stairs, and Brighild comes down into the space, and of course the wizard's going to follow if you can. So what's everybody else going to do, Revenant?
Once I see that Enzo is okay, they've already made it up into the room, correct?
They're at the top of the stairs. They're not there
And
yet.
there's-
But Brighild has come down into the room to let them kind of follow her.
Okay. I'm
don't
going
see
to
them
run
yet.
over. I'm going to run over to where the doorway is.
Okay.
So as where they should be coming out at,
Mhm.
and I'm going to pull my sword and attempt to hide in the like. I'm assuming there will be shadows there up against the wall, and I'm gonna hide as they come through the door.
Okay, well, they're coming down a set of stairs right here.
Right.
So you want to get like against the wall by the stairs?
Hold on, let me get back
There's
to
no
the map.
door.
Well, I meant doorway.
Yeah, yeah. I
Where-
mean, they're coming
ping it
downstairs. So
again?
you want to get over here?
Okay, so they're coming down the spiral staircase.
That's correct.
The spiral staircases suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I want to get right here on
Okay.
this corner and hide in the shadows because as they come down, I'm assuming they're going to try and file into this room.
Sure.
That's,
Okay.
That's my assumption anyway.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, Brickhill
Yep.
ran back into the space, right? I'm assuming Brickhill
Yep.
ran into here. So, okay. What about, so you're kind of standing up, you're kind of beat. You hear that that Brickhill comes running back into the room with more enemies coming from above.
Enzo's going to, like, if he sees Revna hiding there, he's going to come up like right around here, and he's going to try and taunt the men going, come on, bring it on. But he's going to dodge if they get to him.
Okay. Fair enough. How about Pinesta?
I'm going to put the pistol away, draw my boomerang, and get ready for them
Okay.
to show themselves.
Google.
I'm going to go up and put my hand on Enzo and whisper in his ear again
Nice.
for 10 more points of healing.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. All right. Let's roll initiative. Tony, roll initiative for your side. Oh, they got 6.
A 2 again.
Okay. Well, that may work to your advantage because they're charging down anyways. They can't charge, so they're gonna have to use their movement to move. So it actually works to your advantage to go second. Although the wizard can't move, so maybe they'll stay up there and fight him. Let me make a random roll. High or low, Tony?
Hi.
Okay. No, actually, he is able to. He moved when you did. I'm going to say because we were kind of being a little unofficial there with the movement. So yeah, he actually is near you. So they come charging down just along with your plan. So everybody will get to go, including a backstab from the rogue. No, I said rogue. We're going to get kicked off the old school game. From the thief. You're not even a thief. You're a
I'm a thief. I'm a ledgermanist.
ledgermanist. So let's be fancy here. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna. So I think Mully goes first. So that's gonna be the backstab. So Revenue.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna wait till they all fall through, then I'll backstab, and we're gonna be looking at it's +4 to hit and triple damage
Nice.
at my level, and put my character sheet back up again. Okay.
The Yang is giving a running commentary in the chat.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Boom.
Wow.
Hit AC -9 for. I rolled a 20.
Roll 20. So you actually do, instead of doing 3 times damage, you do 4 times damage. So you do 20 points of damage. Wow. Huh.
Is it because I critted?
Yeah, because whenever you have a multiplier, if you get additional multipliers, you just go for every one it goes up. So like you don't do triple damage, then you double that. You do 4 times. That's how that works. Although triple damage, double that would be awesome, but this is more than enough to kill him. So give us the dramatic. You know what? Roll another attack since they're clustered, and if you hit just a straight attack, and if you hit, I'm going to say that that you somehow skewer 2 of them using a sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're running.
With
so
or without
regular-
the +4.
Without,
Okay.
and if you just hit normally, then I'll say that you skewer 2, because that's enough to easily kill 2 of them.
no, not even close.
All right, yeah. So you very specifically target this one very precisely.
Yeah, and as they come running by, I'm just sitting here waiting as they file by in the shadows, and as soon as I see the last one come through, I just step out behind him and just plunge it right into his back, and just he's running with his footman pick, and then all of a sudden the front half of this Viking longsword just explodes out of his chest straight forward, and she just drops him right there on the floor.
Yep, he just crumbles. Awesome.
Yep.
You're dodging, and so Penesta, you're missing. Dougal, what were you? You're healed. And
Yeah, I'm
Brighild
melee.
is
I'm melee.
Yep,
Because I went to my scimitar.
that's right. Go for it.
The first attack is going to miss. The second attack hits armor class 3,
That hits.
and it'll do 8 damage.
That's enough. All right, yeah. So you cut one down as they charge at you. Another one drops in the back. And Presta, missile.
All right. Oh, man, I rolled a 2.
That does
Oh,
not
no.
hit. I'm pretty sure it doesn't hit anyways. I mean, you have to hit AC 4. I mean, it depends on your level.
Fairly certain.
I'm pretty sure that would not hit, though. Your AC, you need an 11. I don't think you have that many bonuses. Okay. So,
No,
yeah.
I do not have that many. No, it does not hit.
I mean, I don't know. High-level fighters sometimes can hit with it, too. So, yeah, okay, so they charge into the space. The magician can't really do anything, because unfortunately, he lost the fireball spell he was going to use up top.
I
So,
don't know if that's unfortunate or not. We're in an enclosed space here.
well, no, but that's why he's not going to use it now. He was going to do it with her charging him, but you guys lost initiative.
Okay.
So, yeah. But it's lost, so which means you won't have it for later. He was like, damn. There hasn't been enough fireballs in this campaign. There was about to be one. So, all right, they're going to melee. So they charge in. I guess they're going to melee the people that, because it makes sense that since there was 5 of them, the 2 that died were with the 2 people that killed them. So the other 3 are going to get meleeed. So you're dodging, right? They roll another 11, which hits.
Armor class is currently 3 because of the
Okay.
dodge.
Yep, they miss. Dougal, they had an armor class of 6. If that hits you or not. Ooh. And Vanessa, they hit an armor class of 0.
Oh, yeah. That'll hit.
That hits you. Does this armor class 6 hit you, Dougal?
Yep.
It does hit you. Okay. You need to roll. Oh, I gotta roll damage first. Let me do you first, since that's the. Okay, 5. It's gonna be 5 points of damage. You won initiative, so your spell went off before they get to attack you, so that's fine. You need 5 points of damage, and Penesta, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, so they're now in the room. Now you can see that in their eyes, they're basically blank faced, like they have no emotion whatsoever. I mean, you know from your ranger friend who died an unfortunate death in Xambaala that these things are not going to run or give up. So they're going to fight to the death with their horseman picks. You notice that they also have tool belts on with little tongs and wrenches and hammers and stuff, like little carpenter. But anyways, that's neither here nor there, as they have their horseman picks. Let's. What's everybody going to do? Revna, what would you like to do? There's 3 of them.
I'm gonna stick with melee.
Okay. Enzo.
Enzo's going to do conservative fighting.
And Vanessa?
I think I'll switch to melee.
Okay.
So,
What kind of weapon do you use? A scimitar?
a long sword.
Okay, so you can either go second phase or you'll get -2 on your attack if you want to go first phase.
I'll go second phase.
That's a big weapon. Dougal?
We'll go melee. Second phase. War club.
Okay. And Breakfield? I'm assuming with
Yeah, I'm
scimitar.
gonna continue melee with the scimitar.
Okay. Roll initiative there, Tom. They got a 1. Oh.
Oh my, I got a 1. My dex is 12, I think. Yep, 12.
Yep, you beat them. They only got a 9. So you still go first. We'll start at the top. Revna.
Okay. I shall move to the next one. And I'm actually going to switch to two-handed on this thing
Nice.
since I can.
Very nice.
So I will change this to 1d10. And pow! Damn it.
Oh. You hit them very precisely, but not very hard with two hands. Unfortunately, it
okay.
does not. I mean, 0 hits them for sure, but 2 damage is not.
Yeah,
enough
this
to
was not the. I forgot this was not the Migo.
No. These guys are armor class 4 or 5. 4 armor
Yeah,
class 4.
well, you know,
Yeah, it's probably
I'm not
you.
a burly. I am not a burly man.
Yes. No. You're neither burly nor a man. Enzo.
Enzo is doing conservative fighting, so he takes a -2 to his attack.
All right.
But he gets a +1 to his AC.
Nice.
I'm not sure if I hit or
Okay.
not, but
Okay. Was that with the penalties? It wouldn't matter. It was. Okay, good. So the AC 3 does hit, and so it does 4 damage. The other one does not. Okay. And break killed.
Yeah, she sees, that Enzo is pretty winded and hurt, so she's gonna move to the one that's attacking Enzo and try to take him down.
Okay.
Oh man, a 19, so that's negative
Nice.
something, and a 17, that's a negative something. They both hit.
Nice.
6, 5, 11 points damage total.
Nice. Yeah, that cuts him down.
I love Tony's two hitting. That's a negative something. Then yeah, that's a negative something. Yeah, screw it, they're dead.
Yeah, that really cuts him off. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this guy is so focused on Enzo, he like just looks out of the corner of his eye as you come at him and just like cut him to pieces, and he drops to the ground, ribbons of flesh everywhere. They're gonna get to go though. So they're kind of scattered around. Someone's gonna roll to see who they go after, except for Enzo, because we know the one that was on him died. So I'll roll for a d4 to see who it's targeting. The first one is targeting Brighild. So you do that. You basically maybe you turned your back on one and ran towards that one, and the second one is targeting Ravna. Yeah, well, that kind of makes sense actually for what's been going on. So against Brighild,
AC 5.
7, which is not going to hit you, and against Ravna, a 10, what's your AC, Ravna? If it's better than 8, you should be missed.
Sorry.
Is it better than 8?
8. Yeah, it's definitely.
It's got to be with
better
your
than
dexterity.
8. It's Good lord, it's like I've
It's okay.
forgotten how to read. It's 4. It's like I forgot how to read these sheet all. Yeah, it's AC 4. Sorry.
No worries. It happens. Okay. So Panesta and Dougal haven't got. So Panesta.
Okay. I'm rolling. Oh, that's a 19, so that hits -4. Yep.
One.
Let's see, D10 for 8 points of damage.
Okay, that one goes down. Dougal, bring it home. One left.
For hand swing. Work left. Nope.
Well, you were facing off with the one who charged at somebody else, and you just swing empty in the air. You're like, where'd it go?
I gotta warm up. It's always
Makes sense.
just gotta warm up a little.
All right. Well, there's just the one left, but again, they have unwavering morale, so it's going to fight. So, is everybody meleeing, or does anybody want to do something different?
No.
Okay. So roll initiative there, Tom. We'll just kind of
A 4.
All right, you guys going first. So, Arevna, bring this thing down.
Trying to bring it home here. Yeah.
Yep,
I
pretty
can't.
good.
It's
It doesn't kill it though, but you.
no, my damage rolls are horrible.
Yeah, you don't do a lot of damage, but you hit real often enough. Enza.
and so you get 2 attacks.
Oh. Second one, the last one's in that one, yeah, but the first one kills it. So maybe that's why you rolled in that one, the last one. roll a d12 and see what happens. Make sure you don't hit your friend.
Right, 9.
No, 9 is probably not that. Let's see.
Brickyard is going to punch you if you hit me.
9. Fight or stumble. Okay, so it's a bad stumble. You would lose your further attack routines and open yourself up to an attack, but there are no other creatures standing, so you simply cut it down, and then still with the action you swing again, but because it fell to the ground, you kind of stumble forward. And you're standing there in the room with 5 dead copper oon and no Migo, right? Because they all disintegrated. But let's get some saving throws for their laser pistols. So go ahead. Let's see, everybody. I think Nikki killed one, so make a saving throw.
Okay.
You want to be an 18? I
Probably
guess.
not. Yeah, no, I got a
Nope.
12.
All right, that's disintegrated. Mike, roll for 1. I think you disintegrated somebody too. I don't know. Nope, that pistol's definitely gone. And finally, Tony.
All right. I wrote a natural 1 too for save.
Sorry, yeah. It was destiny that all 3 of their weapons were disintegrated. Yeah, so these guys have, like I said, they all look like they might have been some kind of workers or whatever. Maybe that's why you didn't encounter them before. They've got some various tools, wrenches and stuff that are all kind of odd. I mean, you've seen tools similar to this, maybe, but not exactly like this. Like, certainly the legitimists have seen like kind of strange tools that are used to manipulate some types of technology and repair it and stuff. But yeah, they are dead in front of you, 6 of them.
Brickyard is going to have a couple of our henchmen grab those couple of those tool belts and carry them for him in case we need them.
Okay,
Enzo's gonna grab one of those picks,
nice.
place his hand axe.
That's right, you lost 7 notes. So it's a horseman pick, so it does a d6. Looks like it. Yeah, you could definitely do that. You're able to recover this stuff. And it takes it takes a few minutes for the men to come back, of course, because they all scattered. Fighting supernatural creatures maybe wasn't high on their list of things to do, so you can't blame them too much. But they eventually come back, having run into the darkness and realizing that wasn't a very good idea. They take the tool belts as asked. Several minutes go by. Nothing else seems to bother you here, and kind of where you're at.
Do the Migo have anything else on them, like Rick here, any kind of like books or anything else, or pouches, or?
They were disintegrated, so.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah. I think the fight was so fast that probably nobody would have noticed if they had anything that seemed different. So no is probably the answer. But they are gone. Yeah, the Migos are disintegrated. You're in this area B4, which is, remember, now you're on a different level. This level is like, looks like it was probably created by the Hyperboreans. It's got the, the kind of standard, let's see, rectangular hatches set in heavy iron, of every iron with marble arches. Those are the doors. Let's see. There's burn marks, blood splatter, and bones in various areas. It's basically it's clear this was some kind of, this was basically the part of it that was built by or for the Hyperboreans, because now that you know that about the history of it. So where'd you guys want to go?
I think we wanted to go deeper, so I guess we'd go over to B24 or wherever it was.
Yeah, you want to go in that direction. That was the plan, right? Yeah. So you walk through, this area here. B6. You remember that these little pillars you see here in the map they've got like energy, like looks like lightning going up and down them. So the room has like these sparks of light. You had to discover a secret door over here, which you fought a creature that came out of. One over here that you just never opened. And you head towards B21. Excuse me. Which, if you remember, is kind of this like dome-shaped, or rather like a circular room with a bridge across the center with kind of a platform in the center, and there's like a pedestal there, and that is where you had stuck the crystal into the thing, and you received the healing nesta.
Right.
And yeah, you head through that door, and in this hallway, if you remember, to the south, B22 was, I think, if it wasn't the first time you encountered the Migo, no, I don't think it was the first time, but it was definitely a time. That was where you lost one of your companions to the Migo, anyways. At B22, there was some kind of machinery and stuff in here. It was they were working on, and yeah, a large machine with buttons, knobs, and levers lined the walls. So that was actually like a control looking room with like lots of stuff. And
Did we
the one,
disintegrate it or not?
no, you hadn't. I don't think you had the pistols back then. Or if you did, you didn't.
No,
do
I'm
that
gonna
for some
go.
reason.
I'm gonna go disintegrate it.
Okay. Okay. Roll d20 because it'll give it a saving throw.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that. Yeah, you come into this room and you see all the switches and stuff, and when you shoot it, and you know, it might take a couple. Actually, I'm gonna roll a d6. I mean, it's gonna take three shots to destroy it all.
All right.
So you destroy it. Space is empty. I think you had killed some creatures in here, so there might be bodies or whatever. But and if you remember B23, I'm just kind of doing the review, so not that you're necessarily going in there, but just you would remember this. It was literally like a day ago for you guys. This one had I'll read to you. Scores of tiny holes riddled the dirty marble walls of this room. On the western side stand black stone pedestals, 4 feet high, 2 foot square. Each has 6 small rectangular holes on the top surface. On the eastern side, the marble walls transition into natural cavern surface. A multitude of small crystals cover the walls. And you can see that there's some larger crystals as well growing here. So based on the wizard would tell you, because I'm not sure if you got all this information before, he would tell you by writing across his his body that these are the crystals that get charged by the lightning, that then produce the magic of the healing. He doesn't advise destroying all this machinery because this could be used for healing, but of course he's in no position to stop you, so he does not do anything to stop you. And finally, B24. The marble walls of the circular shaft glisten white. The hatch opens to an observation platform 50 feet from the floor. An adjacent metal ladder descends to the floor and stretches 135 feet above, where the shaft's circular disc cover rests firmly in place. So you can see there's a cover. Okay. In the center of the floor sits a 10-foot diameter crystal hemisphere. Remember, filled with the copper liquid. So remember, it's from the top, it just looks like it's sitting there, but because I think you actually went down there and looked, it's actually above the ground. And if you remember when you climbed up to this level with the crabmen, you climbed up underneath one. So there's another one of those on there. It is filled with liquid copper, and it's swirling around inside. And yeah. So you know that if you climb down the ladder here, that under that giant vat of liquid copper is a grate that goes down, and then there's a ladder there because that's what's on the other side. So the question is, what is the plan?
I look at Dougal and I say, "Is this where you wanted to go?"
Well, I wanted to go deeper. I don't know if this is exactly where I wanted to go, but if this is the way to go deeper, then I guess this is where we're at.
Yeah, a ladder will take you down 50 feet to the bottom, and you know there's a grate underneath that giant hemisphere that will bring you deeper. You even looked down at it, I think, last time.
Yes. I was yelled at to not touch the copper sphere.
You remember that part?
I'll climb back down again.
Okay. So you climb to the
Are
bottom.
you
And
guys willing to go down? I mean, clearly we're on the right path because the enemy is beginning to hit us with all kinds of opposition. We just need to get there quicker, deeper. You'll see.
Well, you saved my life, friend, so I'll go with you.
See?
I'll go with
Forward.
you.
Well, I'm certainly not going to stand up here by myself.
okay.
Now don't touch the copper.
Yeah, you could definitely get to the bottom pretty easily by climbing down the ladder. And again, there's a grate on the floor, which you did not try to remove last time. It would require a lot of strength to lift it, or obviously it could be destroyed somehow. But you can see by looking down there that there's a ladder that drops down at least 300 feet.
Okay.
Well, we have enough men. Maybe we can move the grate off.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of you. Yeah, sure. The men will help with that. They're not afraid of a grate, as long as there's no monsters there. Yeah, and they feel a little embarrassed having run earlier, so they all get together and help move this grate off. And it requires a lot of effort, and they're kind of grabbing it, and they're forcing their horseman picks underneath it or whatever they do with the guys, and they're getting it, and they pull it up, and you hear beep, 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 and then quiet.
Oh,
Oh,
did that sound like an alarm to anyone else?
Enzo
Or you
pops
just-
his neck.
sounded like a beep.
Well, yes, but beeps can mean a lot of things, and that one sounded kind of alarmy to me. I think we should be on the lookout. I think things might be after us now. I mean, we knew that already, but I think now it's a certainty.
Okay. Well, I'm going down. If you want to
Head
wait
down, I'll
up here.
keep watch.
Yeah, this is your destiny that you wanted, so lead the way.
Yep, I will. Someone got a light?
I'll fire up a torch. I think I have one left.
Okay.
And I'll begin making my way down the ladder.
Is there a purpley glow at all this way or no?
No, there's not. And actually, inside the silo does not have those. It's just marble, right? It doesn't have the glow, the glow anywhere.
Oh.
I guess yeah, it's dark down there. It's dark in the silo even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Marble.
In the
Not,
silo.
Yeah, the silo is dark. Well, it's dark save for the coppery light that's coming from the hemisphere at the bottom. The other silo was also, just a reminder, the other silo that you climbed up from also did not have the stuff inside. It was clear.
That's right.
Which was, again, the one you climbed up to get here was B13, and that also did not have the crystals growing in it. So they look the same, basically. That's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
All right, down you go. Whoa.
Ba, 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 ba.
You are in a room.
I'm climbing. I'm climbing.
You climb down with the torch. As you're climbing down, you can definitely like almost taste in the air and certainly smell kind of a saltiness as you climb down deeper and deeper, 300 or more feet down into this room that you end up in. Heavy pitting scars. I'll start again. Heavy pitting scars the work stone in the walls here. Near the doorway, you can see there's a buildup of salt and kind of like lichen, but not really like sea lichen, basically. Not quite coral, but like that kind of thing growing on the wall. In the center of the ceiling is a metal grate with a ladder, which you just came from, obviously. Um, otherwise, the floor of the room is kind of wet and sandy, but it's not like you're sinking into it. It's just like damp. And of course, as I guess once you're down there and you have a torch, you can probably see that it goes out. Oh, that was wrong. What it is? A natural cave type tunnel goes out to
Oh.
the east.
I'm going on to my destiny.
Okay.
It's okay. It's just sandy and salty down here.
That's what I
I'm sure my lord will protect me.
yes, but you might encounter some crabmen who might not.
Oh no, they're our friends. I'm just gonna keep walking.
All right. I mean, people are filing down the ladder. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's coming, right? You also do. So yeah, so you eventually all get to the
Oh,
bottom.
are
and
they
you-
they following me? Okay.
oh yeah. I mean, that was my
I'll
understanding.
wait.
I'll wait.
Yeah, making the comment of this guy's going to get us killed.
Yeah, yeah, that was
I'm
my
not that
understanding. I mean, if
big.
I'm wrong, let me know, guys. I thought you guys were all following behind.
No, I was. Yes, I was.
Okay. I thought they were all waiting up top for
Oh,
me,
no.
so- No, if they're all following, I will wait until we are
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Yeah, a little
Although
beep's
I'm
not going to
quite
scare
eager to
them.
go forward.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you wait down until everybody gets down there. You've got your handful of men, your fighters. You've got and the rest of the party gets down there, and you start to move through through these tunnels. You can see that eventually, as you start to move up, that it looks like it opens up where you could have an intersection. So also you notice that, like, when you're back a bit, so you can cross the intersection without without whatever you want to do, but you can see that basically there's an intersection up there.
Yes.
Inta's gonna light up another torch.
And you're in the back, or where you're going to be, because I think he's leading the way. Or
Yeah,
you're going
that'll
to be
be
right
fine.
front.
Do I feel led anywhere?
What?
Or do I just plunge forward?
No. I mean, not that you know of. Nothing
Okay,
seems
I
to be
just
leading.
plunge forward.
Okay, you're just going to walk right past the intersection.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. You see the part comes up and turns. Does anybody want to stop at the intersection, or are you just going to keep following?
I'll stop. Do we see? I have a torch.
Yeah, I mean, if you also let it, so you got a lot of torches going on. Yeah, torch. It looks like it opens up into a room, again, a cavern. It's like salty in there.
Okay. I guess I'll just if he's just walking, I guess I'll just follow him for now.
Okay, fair enough.
It's okay.
yes.
I think we're on the right track.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have no
keep
idea why
walking
I'm
forward.
doing this.
I don't know either. You keep walking forward, and I'm just kidding. Fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and roll a d6 then, Mike. Okay. You start walking into this intersection, and you take a step, and you basically go, like one of your feet drops down like to your thigh into this like sandy pit. You kind of like splash around in front of you. You can see that this is like an area of kind of for lack of a better word, like quicksand. Basically, it's like a watery, sandy area right in front of you. You happen to not you just because of the way you're walking, or the luck of the gods, or maybe you're being looked upon by the prince. Only one of your feet goes in, so you can kind of pull yourself back out. And you can see that it's kind of you splash it around. You can see that it kind of covers this area, and that walking through that might be quite hazardous without some kind of plan.
Okay.
Well, it seems a little swampy here. Or quicksandish. Do I know about quicksand? Best way to cross
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I think so. Why not? You're a druid.
in
Seems
my
like you would know
ways
that.
of the wild.
Seems like you would probably know that, right?
Right. So
Yeah,
we all
you would
just
know
kind
that
of
for sure.
float, just kind of
Sorry?
swim a little bit. Just kind of backswing. Backstroke.
Right. So anybody can go
float?
across. Yeah, I mean, you know how to do it. Well, you can explain to them how to do it. As long as you're not wearing any kind of like medium armor or heavier, you could just get across if you'd like. If you are wearing that, you're going to make a test of strength to not go under.
Yeah, Bricchio crosses her arms and goes, I think we should go back to that intersection that Vanessa was looking down, as some of us are a little bit heavier than others, and wearing this armor is not going to be easy going through that.
Yeah, well, you're not that fat. I mean, come on, Brigeld.
You say that fat?
Yeah, I mean, now's not the time to be vain. Let's do this.
It's not the.
Yeah,
I am
no,
also wearing, I think, medium armor with studded leather. So I would be like, yeah, maybe we should look for another way.
I can go with him.
I think the prince calls us forward. The Lord beckons us.
If he wants to go forward, I'll go forward with him.
Well, don't go too far, but we can't hear you. Whatever you see your torchlight.
I'll try to keep him under control.
He'll be okay. I mean, he wants us to find him. What could go wrong?
Vanessa just smiled at him and says, we'll wait.
Everything.
Okay,
I'll start
so you're
making
gonna
my
work.
way across.
Okay, so you get to the intersection when with the torch, you can kind of see that this way, opens up a bit. You can see that there's a room that seems to be have some water kind of like at the edge of it. You can see the water being fed into it, and of course, this way you can see it continues down beyond your torchlight. You're basically, once you're kind of through the intersection, you're more or less past the quicksand. It's more or less just in the intersection.
Oh,
Yeah. So once you get like 10 feet past, so once you're like here or like here, you're kind of coming out of it enough that it wouldn't be a problem.
well, Enzo, where do you think we should go?
Oh, let's head to the left here. Just a
Oh, you know
little
what?
ways down.
You know, you would probably see this. You would sense when you get over there that as you're kind of looking what direction. It's hard because your torchlight, so you don't really notice it right away. But you notice that I was going to draw it out. You can't see it, but you notice that there is light coming from this direction, like it leads outside.
From the right side?
Yeah, where that sea is over there, where I just revealed the sea. Yeah. You see a sea floating in the air. Yeah, right there. I'm trying to reveal it. Right there. That looks like it goes outside. I mean, you don't see. I mean, imagine how far you'd be able to see if you were in the intersection, but you can see some like natural light coming through, like filtering through.
Okay,
So obviously, you don't see the tunnel, but you know that it's pretty close to.
right.
Well, you want to go deeper, so let's take
Yes.
a left here and see where that leads. Just a little ways down.
We'll let the other ones, we'll let the vain ones know what's going on. And ladies, there is light at the end of the tunnel to our right over here. So if you want me to throw you a rope, I'm sure we could pull you around the corner.
Oh, we should probably go with them.
Well, if he's looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, I don't think he's going to find what he's looking for. He's still acting very confused, isn't he?
Oh, we're
Yeah,
going to the dark side. We're going into the deeper area.
And I think you're already there.
No, there's still plenty of way to go, it looks like.
Well, if he'll throw a rope or help me cross, I'll go over there.
Okay. So you don't want to go back because you had mentioned in the first, possibly going back to the other intersection. You're going to keep moving forward.
Yeah, yeah. I'll keep.
Got an achievement, so blessed.
Right. After Penesta goes, Revna will look over at Brickhill and say, "Come on, legs. Let's go ahead and just go."
I
Well, I
assure
was-
you all, I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I'm quite certain that he doesn't. I whisper to them, but we still might find something interesting and or Migo related down here. So
Okay. So I'm assuming that over time everybody's going to get across using ropes, whatever. You don't need to roll anything for that. You
Okay.
pulled the entire party across. You're a bit wet, in mucky, but you're able to kind of all get over on the side here. You can see as you start to move forward down this tunnel. Once you're all back together, you can see the torch kind of shines up, and you can see there's an intersection ahead. Quite with many options.
which way, Great One? Which way is your mind leading you now?
Not my mind. I mean, it's not like I'm
Yes,
thinking
that's-
this up.
I spoke too soon on that.
I mean, the prince is leading me. I mean, not the prince, my liege, my lord is leading me.
well, which way is he leading you?
I think down this one. I'll just randomly pick one of them.
Which one do you want me to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna go this way.
Why
So you
this
start-
one?
Yeah, you come down. You can see it actually divides here. You can see there's a bit of like rubble on the ground there. You can probably see that right from the intersection because you're standing up there. It looks like, I mean, you can probably get through it, but it looks like a pretty decent cave in. And you can also see that there's like water kind of dripping into the hallway from there. It's kind of coming from whatever's on the other side of the cave in. And then this kind of just goes down to up there that you can see. Tony, roll me a d6.
All right. That is a 6.
See, and I thought I could count on you.
Mm.
No, it's all's quiet. You want to investigate the? I mean, I guess if you walk into this intersection with a torch, you're going to see more. So I'm just going to reveal it. You can see here that there's looks like there's a large crevasse in the ground that you would have to get over, I guess, if you want to move forward. But there is a path that goes past it, and this way you can see that it goes up this way. That's about as far as you'll be able to see, I think, from the corner. Yeah, did you want to investigate this like rubble down here, or do you want to go down the clear path?
Let's see what's the rebels hiding.
It'll
If
roll your
anything.
beast mastery, right?
Sure. Let's see.
Yeah, yours is probably the win before mine.
Let's see. All right. Let's see what you can see from that side, because of course it has a description of what's on the other side of it. Nice. Yeah, you could actually see though it's pretty like it's like the walls like partially collapsed around, but you'd have to kind of like go through sideways to get through it. But you do see that it seems to move forward, and there seems to be water on the other side that has some kind of a current to it, because you can actually see like it like splashing and water coming into the hallway, then going back in, then splashing, then going through, kind of that kind of thing. And if you
Okay.
were to shine your torch in, I suppose from there you could probably shine your torch in. If you shine your torch in, you'll basically you'll see that it opens up into a large body of water, and of course it's dark in here, so you can only see as far as torch will go.
Okay. Looks like some sort of underground pool over here, which isn't surprising considering all the waterfalls and various things, and the salt and the crabs.
Don't know. Doesn't
To
feel
go,
like this is the right place.
You know, do cool. Roll a because you're a druid. Roll a 6-sider. See if you notice anything here. Oh, yeah. You've noticed that indeed there is water coming off his body, but it looks like it's almost like you've probably seen this before in like swampy areas where there's like a lot of like mud, and then there's like a very thin amount, like quicksand in a sense. There's just like a very thin amount of water on top of it, so it almost looks like this lake is not like a full of water per se, but more like some kind of like gelatinous or muddy substance with water on top of it.
Hmm. I will relay that to everybody.
A gelatinous substance with water on top of it?
Yes, a wonderful place to hide.
I doubt if that's where the prince is waiting for you.
Well,
We've had gelatinous substances chase us in the past, so
yes. That's why
I
I'm not
recommend-
sure about this.
I say we go back up to these other passages and see where they lead to.
yes, I agree.
That seems wise.
Brickhild is very wise, Dougal.
Although I'm not shaken, I may have made this one mistake. We'll still find him. I'm quite sure of it.
Okay, so you're gonna move back.
Though he could be hiding there. Maybe if we call to him.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so you move back. You move back to this intersection. Did you want to go all the ways back to where you? I'm pointing with my mouse so you can see
This one here. Did
Yeah.
anybody look beyond this one?
Not really. I'll look down there.
Yeah, I would say start there.
Okay. You can see it goes down, and then it seems like it bends to where you wouldn't be able to, from where you're standing. That's about as far as you can see. Crystal, roll me a d6.
Okay. 2.
Okay. Man, my two reliable wandering monster people. You're not gonna... Okay, so yeah, it goes down and it bends. That's nothing has. You haven't encountered anything living. That you know of. Did you want to follow that path? Or you want to go back up?
I say follow that path.
Yeah, we could at least see.
Fair enough. Maybe a better way to do this, but I do not know it. So when you get to like around the bend, you can look forward about 30 feet in front of you, and you see that it breaks off into a another intersection where you can go left or right, basically.
They will go left.
Left. Okay, so you come down here. I mean, with the torchlight, you see it shining down. You can actually see this goes down and seems to go into another passageway. But you're going to go left. So you circle around left, and you realize that in your wanderings that you've just done, you actually have kind of moved up a bit. So now you're actually looking out, and you're slightly above the that same lake, for lack of a better word.
Lake of ooze.
Yeah. And you can see that the oozy lake is
So does it look like, I mean, I know it says you said it has water on top of it, but does it look like, is it copper colored or is it just look like water?
it is russet tinged.
Okay. We don't want to mess with this, guys.
Are you sure?
No, there's nothing up there for us.
Well, we don't know. Maybe if we call. Can we just try?
What do you want to do?
I just want to go up to the shore.
I'm gonna stay. Dougal, I
You
just
can
want to
stand
recommend that you
back.
don't. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to endanger everyone, but if the prince is there, I mean, if my lord is there, I'd want to know.
All right, just be careful.
Am I not always careful? Have you known me not to be careful?
Well, never hurts to just remind people.
Yes, that's true. And I thank you for that.
Or perhaps you could look around the rest of this place to see if what you seek is here before you wade into the gelatinous, slimy pool of nasty.
I'll tell you what, I'll tie a rope around me and I'll just go up there a little bit and maybe I'll stick my foot in and I'll call out. And if anything happens, you could pull me back. And if not, then we can continue walking around.
Your
Just-
impatience will be your undoing, my friend.
Yes, just let him go and do what he must do.
I have been very patient. I have spent all this time as you have ransacked this place. And now I know that the prince is nearby.
Enzo, can you hold on to the rope in case something starts to pull him in?
I got it.
Okay. Yes, you're gonna walk up to the edge. You can see again that you're about maybe 5 foot above this thing now. It's like lapping against the side. This very very subtle kind of movements. And you shine the torch down into the water. It looks like it's probably actually fairly deep. You would imagine because it's very dark. Like the torch doesn't penetrate very much. What is it that you
Right.
wanted to do?
I'm going to call out for the prince.
You're gonna yell. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Roll a d6.
Two.
Nice. Yeah, you call out. Prince. Prince. And you definitely get a feeling this is a very large cavern. You know, probably 100 feet or more across, based on the echo of your voice.
I stick my feet into the gray ooze.
Well, okay. Yeah, you stick your foot in, and you know, at first you like feel that pressure, like it's an oozy kind of thing, but then
Yeah.
like you're pushing it, like goes right through, and you can like into the water. It's almost like if you like lay like a soup that has like butter or a lot of fat in it, like a turkey soup, overnight on the counter, like the fat all soups at the top. That's kind of what it's like. So there's just like a layer of this ooze on top, and your foot just goes right through, and it's in the water. So you're kind of like in the water, and the ooze is just kind of floating on top of the water. But roll another d6 for me.
5.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. A couple things going on here. I always
It
like when
is
there's a
his
couple things going on.
It is his destiny, after all.
It is 100% his destiny.
It's not all ooze as we thought it was. It's just a film.
I guess that can't be okay. That's fine. All right. So you should roll another d6. Actually, I'm not sure if it automatically. Lots of d6 is rolling here. All right.
3.
You are not surprised when, well, you might be surprised, but you're not mechanically surprised. And certainly the rest of the party is definitely not surprised when out of the surface breaks forth through the surface a huge crab. And it has 4 giant pincers, and it's going to try to grab you off the ledge. So what would you like to do? We're going to roll initiative here. So let's. So yeah, you guys all see this thing like burst over the surface. This is a very, very big crab. It is a monstrous crab. Hold on, there's a picture. Is that the picture of it?
Hey,
Yes, it
Daniel,
is. Yep.
Zoom completely shut down for me and put me back in. I missed what happened.
Oh, sorry. All right, so Mike moved up. Dougal moved up, and he yelled, which echoed pretty loudly throughout the caverns. Probably everybody wins. And when nothing happened, he stuck his foot into the water where the ooze was, and when he pushed it through, there was only a thin layer of ooze, and his foot went right into the water. And as he kind of pulled it back up, he saw out of the water, and everybody saw this, the ooze in the water split, and coming out is this huge crab with four pincers. Here, I'm going to show you the picture. Yeah, that guy.
There's your prince.
Yeah, he comes up and he's like that,
Aha.
and it's going to try to eat you. Going to be honest. So what we're going to do is declare actions and overall initiative to see if this thing gets to jump, because he was not surprised mechanically. So yeah. So let's do action declaration. I'm just going to go in order because you guys are there. So you guys are all back. Nobody went closer than about 10 feet. So you're all kind of back a bit, but you see this thing break the surface. What does Revna want to do?
Well, this will be the time that Revna goes missile
Okay.
with the gun.
Nice. Strangely, the henchmen do not break their morale, which is nice, but they have all spears, I think. Enzo, what would you like to do? You're holding the rope that's holding Dougal by the edge of the water.
He's just going to keep holding on to that rope.
Nice. Can't fish without bait. Nesta.
Ah!
How big is the cavern? Could the crab follow us if we ran?
You do not think that this thing would fit through the cavern you're in. Yeah, I don't think so. It's monstrous as its size. I don't know exactly what monstrous means, but I'm going to say it's monstrous now. It would.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't fit easily. It had to have gotten in there somehow, but you don't think it would fit easily now. At the very least, it'd be slowed down.
I'll have my pistol ready, but I'm also going to say, let's just run, and I'm going to run.
Okay. You're gonna run backwards with a gun like this.
Yeah,
right.
no.
Dougal, you see this monstrous crab come up out of the water.
Yep. Pull me out. Pull me out. Pull me out.
Okay.
Thought
All right,
crabs were
and-
friends.
And finally, Brickhill, what do you want to do when you see this crab come pouring out of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, she'll pull out the laser pistol also, but she's like Vanessa to start retreating back, not knowing for sure. She probably thinks this thing can't fit down the cavern, but just in case to move backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know because it looks really big, but yeah, so yeah, good idea. So you guys are gonna retreat for the first phase and then shoot the second phase if it follows, basically. That's how I'm taking Panesta and
Yep.
and Brickhill's
Yep.
idea. Okay, perfect. All right, since you're at the water there, Mike.
Hey,
Well,
Daniel, can we?
yeah.
Is there any way we could take our bio break real quick before we get this started?
Oh, that is a very good idea. Let's do that. Let's take 10 minutes and we'll come back and see if he gets sucked into the water. Oh, God. All right, we are back. So we had rolled. No, we hadn't rolled initiative. Everybody just stayed their actions. The crab is clearly going to try to consume Dougal. So Dougal, since it's on you, let's roll initiative. Let me roll first. All right. Well, it cut a 5.
3.
Well, it's going to go first. The crab has 4 arms, which is kind of unusual for crabs, but you know this one is not your usual crab, and it moves up and tries to grab you with its 4 arms. Oh my word!
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What's its? Okay. Just look. What's your armor class?
6.
6. Okay. Well, it hits you on a 2 or better. Oh my god. Did you see that? Probably not. It rolled a natural 20. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, but this is awesome though. Okay, no, that's good. I mean, it's not good that it hit you, but 20, 18, that's another hit. 9.
This is my
Oh my
destiny. So
This is your destiny for sure. And 19. So they're always going to hit you 4 times. So these arms just come up and now. What's awesome is on a natural 20 attack roll, the target must make an avoidance save or lose an extremity. So go ahead and make an avoidance save to see if we lose an extremity here.
I
Okay,
lose
good.
an
All right.
extremity.
So that's. So I mean, we won't count the head because that would. Well, we'll see if you die. If you die from the total damage, it puts you at more than -10. Then we'll say it's your head. But that's only one thing. A swarm of tiny crabs pour out of this thing's mouth, and it's all over its body, and engage all targets not engaged in the melee. So everybody in the hallway, these crabs just come pouring into the hallway off this creature's body, and everybody who's out in the hallway has to make a test of strength or be knocked prone. You probably should have won the initiative. So everybody out in the hallway, make yourself a test of strength. Oh,
Yeah, I'll
no.
pass.
Okay, good. Enzo went down though. Wow, you failed that? Jeez. Aren't you strong? We're more of a Dexy barbarian.
I'm more Dexy. I have a strength of
Yeah.
14.
I passed.
Okay. So Brighild and Panessa, you guys, and it kind of makes sense actually that you guys were kind of moving back. These crabs come pouring out, and you're able to kind of step on some of them, they crack and fall. Enzo, they pour over you. What about Revna? Did you make the save? No, you did not. Okay. So Revna and Enzo are covered in this swarm of small crabs that begin to chew at you, inflicting 1d6 damage. All right. So Revna 2 points. And only 1 point to Enzo. So the crabs are starting to eat you. Now, more importantly, all right, first attack against Dougal's damage from the first attack. 11. 13. That's 24. Oh, well, I'm rolling kind of low, but still probably going to be too much. 32. And last one.
32, you said?
Well, not yet. I'm not done yet. 39. That's total.
Oh,
So you're gonna
39
take-
total?
Yeah. Where does that put you?
Oh, well, that puts me at -19.
Oh no.
So this thing just comes up, and the very first claw comes up, grabs him, and digs in, grabs it. The other one grabs with the third claw, and the last one snips his head off as the crab pulls his carcass into the water, and his head lands on the ground. And all these tiny crabs are all over the rest of the party, and they start eating his head as Dougal is drawn into the murky lake. And I'll say the little crabs just retreat with it.
Um,
Did the big crab disappear as well?
It pulled him into the water, clearly to consume him.
Well, that just happened.
I hope you let go of the rope.
Well, I'm going to say because you failed your strength save and it fell down, you probably let go of the rope. Yeah, we won't do. That'd be hilarious. Oh, you want to see it? I mean, unless you want to try to pull him back, but you saw his head go up, so.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, you see his head probably bobbing in the water with a bunch of crabs attached to it, chewing at the flesh. That was unfortunate. But,
Was my
I
destiny.
look at the others in the group and I said, I sat right there and told him, let's look everywhere else first. What is the thing about people not listening?
Unfortunately,
if-
he was not of the right mind. He was under the influence of something that happened to him last. And we don't know exactly what, but as Helios tells me, the light does not shine for all of us. It was the end of his path. Unfortunately, we should return back.
Yeah, we certainly don't want to hang around this place.
Yeah, I'm a little bit over the my destiny is down lower thing that's been going on here.
Well, you know, back where that sand was, there was a way outside, it seemed.
Diamonds.
Yes, but I mean, we are not going back outside to our ship quite yet, are we? We should go back up to that level we just come from. Wasn't there a couple areas that we wanted to check? And as Revna also states that she was going to try to obtain those diamonds.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I can probably go along with that as long as we're not sitting here just blindly going deeper, deeper, deeper.
Well, there's nothing down here for us, I don't believe. It's just these endless caves and caverns leading into this large lake. I mean, there's nothing, we haven't seen anything. I don't think those alien creatures are down here.
No, this seems more crabmen to me.
Yeah, Revna's just kind of like, I kind of like that guy. I don't understand it.
you know, Mike, if we get into any scraps, you can play all the henchmen. I think there's 9 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I'll see if I can kill them off as quickly.
Right, peel off one at a time. All right, so yeah, so you yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you don't have another character to play. And I don't even know how we would add them. And Helene's not with you, so you got to be you're just your henchman at this point, low level henchman. So you guys want to head back?
Yes.
Okay. You're able to do that. You head back to the water. Of course, Dougal showed you how to cross the quicksand area without incident. So you can definitely get. Of course, you have all the henchmen who are just basically wearing. I don't think they have really any armor at all. They're just wearing like leather at the most, so they can help you guys get across if you have to have the armor. Are you going? You're going back up the way you came, right? You're not going out to the exit. You're gonna go back
going
down
back
to.
up to that shaft or whatever it was.
Okay. Did you want to explore down this way, or the place you walk by? This guy, or do you want to just go back?
Bricky's headed straight back.
I thought we wanted to get the diamonds though, or did we just decide that no more?
They're not on this level though, are they?
No, they're up, like in level A. They're near that room with the eggs, where we
Okay.
found those pods.
I misunderstood when he was saying go back. I thought he was talking all the way out.
Oh no, out of this level.
Okay,
All the way out of
gotcha.
this level back to the B level.
Yeah, but the diamonds are in A.
Cool.
Just so you know.
Okay, yeah, but you want to climb back up to the B, so you can do that. I mean, you go back down
Yep.
past that corridor. You ignore that extra Then you get back to the room that has the ladder, and you can climb back up to that shaft room that this one, I think. Yeah, I put you back here. There's definitely some areas here that you hadn't explored. So yeah, you're back up in B24. Moved you right? Yeah, players. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think we should try to go down that corridor that has the collapse? And I don't know if one of us could try Revna. Maybe you would be the best as far as trying to get over it just to see what's past it, maybe, or not.
I think that's a good idea.
Which areas was that again?
I'm gonna ping it, maybe like B16. Right there.
B16. Yep.
Uh,
There's also another door, but it might have one of those flesh things in it. I think that's what came out of that other secret door.
B16. Yeah, and also there was one. Revna mentions there was one other little side room on that room with all the pillars. Here.
Oh yeah, we don't want to open that.
Oh, we don't.
It has
No.
those creatures in there.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I forgot that we had looked in there. So, okay.
Well,
Think
we
that it might-
didn't.
We opened one of them though, didn't we? And decided it was probably the other one was the same. I think.
Didn't,
we
didn't that flesh golem or whatever it was come out of that one down at the bottom?
Yes, no, I
Yep.
was gonna say I don't think that Revna was here. I think Brush might have had a different character when you guys did that part.
Oh.
So she may not know that. I don't know if that's true or not. But no, you found a secret door over at the top, and you decided that there potentially could be an enemy in there that you didn't want to face, so you never opened it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, we
I don't
thought
know.
maybe there was another one of those golems in there, so we didn't fool
Mhm.
with it.
Okay, so which direction do you want to head in?
I think we're gonna go
Ricky's
towards-
suggestion was to go to that B16 to that collapse and see was there
Okay.
like a way Revna maybe we could get some rope or secure her where she could just get across and see what's on the other side.
Absolutely. Let me take a look. Um, okay, so this is a pass. It's a passage like the other ones, and as noted, the floor has collapsed down. You can actually see a river running through the bottom. There's about a 50-foot drop on the southern side. Yeah, there's some rocks there. You could definitely climb over the rock and kind of take a look. Actually, roll a d6 for who's making the check, climbing over. The thief or the revenue?
Where are we at again? Up there near B16?
B16. Yeah, there's basically some rubble here. If you want to check to see if you could get across, you can hear the water
Yeah.
rolling, but there's kind of rocks. You have to climb to the top and take a look. Yeah, roll my d6.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see what my skill was, or
Oh, don't worry about that. This is
Okay.
something different. This is something different. Well, look at you. Yeah, you start climbing to the top, and you notice there's like a little bit of some metal kind of sticking out of the rubble, and you kind of move a couple rocks over, and you see buried here, well, unfortunately, a skeleton of somebody you imagine because you see an arm, but more importantly, you see sitting on top a laser crossbow.
oh,
The scope is
Oh.
crushed, but it is a laser crossbow.
hmm. So I kind of dig it out and
Okay.
hold it up and show it.
Well, that's a good start. I think maybe your luck will continue then.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can see, like I say, that it basically goes. There's obviously a body there, but you only have the arm sticking out. So if there's anything else on the body, you'd have to spend some time digging away the boulders. But in any case, you're up top. Before you do that, I'll just tell you. There's like a 50-foot drop down. It's not that far of a jump. It's like a 10-foot jump. You probably could do it with the test of strength. And then with a rope, in addition, it would be fairly safe to get across once somebody was on the other side.
Yeah, my strength check's not all that great. If I was going to be jumping, it would be more unless it was dexterity based. I'm not jumping very far.
You could. It's only the floor that's fallen out. You do have climbability, right? You have climbing
Sorry.
here. Yeah, you have. You could use your climbability if you wanted to kind of move your way across the wall.
Yeah.
Get to the other side. You could do that. So yeah, if you want to make your way across, or like I said, somebody could just jump it. But if nobody feels confident to jump across, fearing for the.
Can I just fly across?
That.
Or is it too caverny in here? Or low ceilings?
For what? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
To fly across on the carpet?
Yeah, you can fly across. You could also fly across on a magic carpet if you happen to have something like that.
I do. Hey, Revna, instead of you endangering your life, why don't we just fly across?
No, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you roll the carpet out, and you hear the music start to play. I can show you the world. And you get on it.
Of course. Come on, and we can both get on it. We can fly across. I'll say it
You're
till
like
break
that
no-
person that gets in that car to drive to the store at the corner. You roll the whole thing out. You get in. You're just like, okay, we're here. But yes, you can definitely safely get across using the magic carpet. You probably could even just hover the magic carpet in the middle, and you could just everybody just walk across like that. But in any case, you can get over there. And there is in fact a door on the other side. It is closed, and it's got one of those on this level, all the doors are like this. They're basically big, almost imagine like submarine doors. They're like metal sealed into the wall with the big turny screw thing that used to open them.
Yep. So I'm gonna hop. First of all, I'm just as we float across the chasm, I'm like, well, this is fantastic. We should do this more often. And I hop off because this is the first time she's been on it, and I creep up to the door and I want to press my ear and listen and check for a keyhole.
Okay. Well, there's no keyhole. I mean, you know that right away. There's just a turning knob thing.
Okay.
You can definitely listen to. It's a pretty heavy metal door.
My
what's your
noise
listen?
is 6. My discern noise is 6 out of 12.
Okay. Yeah, you're listening. I mean, it's very noisy in here with the water rushing by through the broken area of the floor, and the door is pretty thick, so it's unclear. You don't think you hear anything, but you can't be sure. You do notice, though, on the door, everybody looking at it now, if anybody reads or speaks the Hellenic tongue, any of the Hellenic tongues, you do see that there's writing on the door. It's just a single letter.
I don't think I do. Languages.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you probably recognize it. If nobody speaks it, you probably recognize that it's one of the Hellenic tongues, but you can't really place what it is, and it's just a single letter on the door.
Yeah.
And if you remember, I know it's been months of our time and us playing since you did it, but on B24, not B24, but B21, it was the same. There was a letter on the door. It's not the same letter, but there was a letter on the door of them.
Oh, on B21.
Yeah, on the outside of B21, there was a letter on the door. Yeah, but if nobody spoke the language, you wouldn't know what letter it was.
Did
Yep.
Eka know it or not? When he was-
Maybe. Yeah, I think Eka
don't
probably
remember.
did. Yeah, well, it's fine. I don't think it matters that much. I think that one was. Look down. That one had the letter I or gamma.
But
This
this
one
is
you-
not the same letter.
You definitely know it's not the same letter. Yep. Oh, actually, you know what? The wizard can tell you. At first, he's trying to tell you because he writes it on his body. He's writing it in the language. He's like, it clearly says, and then he's like, and then he tells you. It's eventually it's the letter B. So beta.
All right, so I look over at Pinesta and tell her that I can't hear anything because of the stupid water down below. I can try to open it and peer peek inside, but you might want to get on that carpet and be prepared to fly back across real quick.
Well, I won't leave you here, but
Oh, I can climb. I mean, I'll just jump in the wall and climb across if you guys just shoot whatever comes through the door. And then she kind of chuckles.
I'll be ready.
Okay. So I'm going to turn the knob and just open the door real slowly and just kind of poke my head in just far enough to be able to see.
Okay, yeah, it's dark, so you have to shine your light in there. But yeah, you pull it open, and it's like a hatch kind of pulls open, and you shine your torch in, and you can see that it is a round room. It looks very much like B21. I will give you the description again, but just it kind of looks the same as that.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, this one is okay. Dull gray metal covers the walls of this spherical room. Green glass orbs lie recessed randomly across the surface, of the interior of the walls. Through the middle of the room extends a metal bridge with the circular widening at its center, from which sprouts a slender metal pedestal with a crystal-shaped recess. And you would remember again that, and Moros Podesta would tell you, or I don't know, tell him, Podesta, you would remember what this is.
Oh yes, this when I slipped one of the glowing crystals that I had into the slot there, it in the other room at least it healed me. It's like some sort of machine.
Do we have any more of those glowing crystals?
I do not. I only had the one,
Hmm.
but I know there's more.
Yes, you did find some more, right? Just didn't. Actually, do you know? I forget who was in that room that saw them. It might have been Dougal, but I don't know if he told everybody.
Oh,
Do you remember?
well, I know I
maybe?
only took one, but I know there were more than one. Or somewhere. I have to look.
Oh, you found some. Okay, yeah, I know that Dougal encountered some in a room that nobody else went into. At least I'm pretty sure it was Dougal.
Yes, but unfortunately,
But I will say that to Ravna that I don't know what this would do. Perhaps the same thing. It's a different letter, and I don't know what that means. But we don't have a crystal, so
The down,
Yeah.
300 feet below you and under the ground, crabs crawl across Dougal's face and eat the flesh.
Just throwing that out there.
Just throw that out there.
so we can continue. It looks like there's another door, or maybe we should get the others, or we should just look.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the other door. You should probably tell the others to come on across.
Okay.
I won't open the door until everybody's across.
I'll go back out and tell Enzo and Brighild what I've found, because I think they were there when I found the room with the healing, or at least Brighild was. So
Yes, I guess it would be best then to come and fly me and Enzo across then, and we'll continue that way then if there's a passageway.
I'll climb. Don't worry, I got this.
okay.
You're going to scale across the wall. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna climb across the wall. I have
Go for
climbed
it.
a 10 and 12.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Famous last words.
Yep.
Okay. You start to climb across and you slip. Don't you have some kind of falling thing too as a barbarian?
Do
Barbarian,
not-
right?
Yeah, I don't have any falling thing.
All right.
That was the
Well,
monks.
you are going to fall 50 feet into rushing water, which is 5d6, but halved because it's hitting water. So let's do that. I think we can do it like this. Yeah, I did do it. Look at that. Math. 10. Is that right? Yeah, did 10 points of damage. You splash down into the water, into the darkness. If you were carrying a torch, obviously it goes out. and you are being rushed along by the water. If you want to try to stop yourself from being pushed along, I'm assuming you're still alive. You'll need to make a test of strength.
I am just barely.
Okay. Make a test
Uh,
of strength. Swim across the water. Swim back to where you came from.
failure. I failed.
No. Okay. Well, you are rushed further along the water.
I think I'm
Yes.
about to become crab food.
Yeah. Where are you going? Oh no. Yeah, make one more check, or you're about to get pushed down a waterfall,
Okay.
which is not going to be good.
Failed.
Well then. All right. Well, you try, trying valiantly to hold yourself, and then you feel the water kind of in your body just drop, and you fall down.
To an illegal
320
waterfront.
feet.
Oh,
Yeah, you drop pretty far. I mean, you won't be able to survive that. That's going to be, unless you have some kind of special ability. You're gonna tell us how Enzo spends their last few seconds falling to their death in the dark, cold waters.
Enzo, as he's falling, he remembers his brother Cinerex, who died due to a magical device, and he thinks, "How ironic! I spent my whole life trying to avoid magical devices, and now I'll die because of it."
Oh, you die because of the water.
I
Because
mean,
you
if I
didn't use
used
the
the
magical
flying
device.
carpet, yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, because you didn't use it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
okay. I look at Brighild as we're on the carpet, and I'm like, sometimes I just don't get people.
Yeah, I tried to speak to him about. He's been very reserved about any use of magic, but that's, as I say, the light does not shine for all of us.
All right.
Well, okay.
Moving forward. So yeah, your barbarian falls into the. So I guess you and Mike can share the 9 henchmen who all walk across the magic carpet after seeing the barbarian fall. They're like, no. So yeah. You make your way into this room. It's a similar kind of door, Revna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up, shaking my head, and check this door the same way as before. 6 out of 12 for listen.
Okay. Yeah, it's much quieter in here. And once everybody's footsteps, you kind of turn because you can see people are like walking. They all stop. They're like, you place your ear against the wall and you listen, and it's just dead silence.
All right. She's like, well, I don't. She turns and she's like, I don't hear anything. What's the
Well-
worst that could happen?
Let's just be careful. We've lost 2 now, and I'd rather not lose either of the ladies.
And we've come this far. We have to continue. There's no turning back.
In our
I agree.
defense. No, never mind. And she turns the doorknob very slowly and peeks inside the next room.
Okay.
Same as before.
This is. You're looking into this hallway. You can see that it goes. It's basically a four-way intersection. This door, you can see it's ajar. Is opens into some kind of a room that appears to have water in it. You can see the water. You can see the glisten off the water. Reveal it, but I don't have the right tool here. You can see the glisten of the water in here.
Okay. And when I look left and right, obviously to the left I see a door.
Yep, that's also this one is also ajar. So you can see there's. I mean, there's a room. I mean, I guess you wouldn't know what that room is but you know there's a room down there, and because this is the room that Dougal went into, nobody else did. And to the right, you see a closed door.
What is the plus 365?
That is the elevation. That is how high you are from sea level. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I look back
Which is why Crystal's character fell 320 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. So I turn and I look at the other two other ladies, and I'm like, left, right, or straight?
Yeah, we do not want to go into any more water. That's definitely want to avoid any water.
Well, I'm
lakes or
not going
ponds.
in, but do you at least want to look inside?
No, I have no. I say we go continue the north up north.
Yeah, let's do that.
To the right?
Yep.
As you're standing there, so the northern room. Okay. Again, same kind of door. I'm assuming you're going to follow the same process and listen again.
Pretty much.
Okay. It sounds.
Oh,
like...
one thing, Daniel. I'm sorry, I forgot. I was going to say, can a couple of the henchmen, like you said, that door that goes into the water room is kind of ajar? Can like a couple of them push it close pretty easily, or is it like waterlogged? Or
No. The water is like below. You just see like a glint of it. In fact, when they walk up to it, you can see that like there's almost like a ledge. I mean, they immediately recognize this. Looks. I'll show you the room. It basically looks like the other room that you climbed down the ladder and went through the floor in. So basically, it's another one of these round rooms, except it's filled with water, and it's actually a few feet below the ledge. Like the ledge is like wet, but when you actually look down, the water's they can definitely push it down. And of course, if they look down, then they're
close and secure it.
The other thing too is that in this room, when they because you can kind of see that. At first, maybe you thought it was your torchlight allowing you to see it, but as they walk closer and they look into the room, before they close the door, they look up and you can see that actually there's a ladder going up, of course, but there's a hole up top. Like it's not perfect, not a full round opening, but like a big like tear in the metal ceiling. So it looks like you can see the some light coming through the top.
Like sunlight?
Like sunlight, yeah. You can basically see the sky. They look up and they can see the sky. But then they'll close the door. They can definitely close it. I mean, if you want to explore that, you definitely can. But they can close the door.
Yeah, let's just close it with giant crabs and all that.
Yeah, and just to give you the full disclosure on this room, so you have all the information. The ceiling, like I said, is torn open about 135 feet up, so you can see the sky. The room itself, where they look into the water, they can actually see there's a lot of like branches and stuff from the outside that have like floating on here, and it's not completely rotted, so it's pretty recent that it's been in here. And also underneath the water, very far down, there's like this reddish brown glow, which of course you could probably put together as to be similar to what was in the other room. Yeah, that's it. That's all you would see. Okay, so 18, you listen, it's quiet.
This door.
Open this one up again, not locked.
Okay.
This one looks a lot like room 22. So let's see, 18. Inside, a large machine with buttons, knobs, and levers lines the walls. But this one has suffered severe fire and water damage. It's clear that it's been trashed. In one area, the one part that's still secure has a blue button and a green button on it. And there seems to be some kind of a book that's like soaked with water, laying on the ground. You can see by the title on it, on the cover of it, that it is written in Hellenic Hyperborean language, which of course the wizard can read. He will tell you that it says lightning reactor controls. It's like a book, basically, of how to use the.
Well,
it's waterlogged or whatever you said,
Yeah.
like water damaged.
Yep.
Is it
Yeah.
if you open? I mean, is it like if you open it up and look at some of the pages, it's probably not usable at all?
Yeah, there's a little bit that you can get from it. There's actually a handout, which I think I put in Roll20 because Let's see.
Yeah, we'll take it then, since the wizard, the blob, can read it.
Yeah, if I didn't put it in here, then I might not have. So I'll send it to you guys in the chat. Basically, it has the controls that tell you how to operate the lightning reactor. And he will be able to interpret it for sure. You'll have to take it outside and let it, dry a bit so the pages don't get torn up. But you can definitely do that. He's like, if you don't mind carrying it though, because he's a blob. He doesn't have any hands. So yeah, you can definitely get that. Where were we? Otherwise, it's like the other room. Like I said, except the other one, you disintegrated all the stuff. This one, you've got the machines, but they're already kind of damaged. They look like they're probably damaged. I mean, you don't know if they're damaged beyond repair, but they're certainly not functional right now.
So do you want to disintegrate these, Brickhilt?
Well, I wonder if they've been broken and maybe some of those creatures come here to try to repair them and gave up or something. It doesn't appear they've been used.
It looks like
I say we leave them for now.
Okay. Sorry, Revna.
no. I was just going to say that in comparison to the others, looks like somebody already beat you to it.
I'm going to hide this area here because none of the current characters have been there. Just so you know where you've been and where you haven't been. Okay. Yeah, so you could do that. I mean, like I said, it does not look functional, and the wizard would agree. It would need repair. And possibly the manual would allow that, or at least how to use it if it was working. As noted, he came here to try to make this place work, but since the Migo have found a much more vile purpose for it, he would rather see it destroyed than the Migo take it, even though of course he'd rather have it.
Well, of course, he'd rather have it, but he's not going to have it.
Think of all the good that could be done.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that it's as much good
Heal.
as you think. So
Could heal suffering children. Hyperborea.
how?
When you sit in the dome, the circular shaped room, the ball shaped room that we walk through, you can be healed through the power of the reactor. It can remove disease and heal wounds. I couldn't put the
True.
head back on your friend, unfortunately.
Or save Enzo. I think.
Well, when fate decides to take someone, they decide to take someone.
That is true. I guess we proceed down to this other doorway and see what's behind it then, Revna.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so if you move down to 19 and peek in there, you will see. And I'll reveal it again. Okay. This room is a big one. All right. This chamber's hatch rests ajar, as noted. Scores of tiny holes riddle the dirty marble walls. Near the door, the room's features include 6 black stone pedestals, 4 feet high and 2 feet square. Each pedestal holds 6 egg-sized crystal, 3 of which are glowing faintly. There's 33 that are dark and cracked. On the room's western side, hundreds of tiny crystals and about tiny crystals and about 2 dozen or so large egg-sized ones. They're similar to the ones you see over here. Grow on the cavern walls. Floating in this area are 7. Essentially a jellyfish. I mean, you would know what jellyfish are at your level. They're basically jellyfish, but instead of floating in water, they are floating in the air. They are down. So just to be clear where everything is, you guys are by the door. So right over here, there's these black pedestals that have the crystals on them. Down here, the wall is covered with all these tiny little crystals growing, and those jellyfish are down here. They're basically at that end of the thing, so they're pretty far away from you at this point. They don't seem to make a move when you come in, except for that maybe as you like step in, the wind current changes slightly, and they kind of float a bit in the air. But they don't seem to be moving towards you or away. They're just kind of floating there.
And me and Finesta would recognize it then at that point, wouldn't we, from what Dougal told us?
Yep, yeah, Dougal explained it. And Pedestra, of course, if that wasn't clear, the 3 crystals that are glowing are like the ones that you use to heal yourself.
Is there anything you can do, Blob Wizard, to take those creatures out all at once? Do you have any power to do that?
Oh, hell yeah. Can he do that?
Huh.
Oh, yeah. So you say that, and then all of a sudden a spark ignites next to the blob. It flies down there and explodes into a fireball. That shouldn't hit you. There's no space down there. Yeah. And ignites them into, I don't even think, well, I have to roll for it, I guess, but let me see how much damage a fireball spell does. So he's shooting his fireball down there. You know, that's what wizards do, right? And luckily Enzo's not here to be shocked by it. Fireball. Oh. A fireball from the palm of the sorcerer's, well, from the blob of the sorcerer, shoots a fiery missile, 40-foot diameter sphere. Yeah, that'll fit down there without what? 1d6 per caster level. Ooh, what's his caster level? $12. 12d6, baby.
Wow.
Yikes.
And now we're playing chainmail.
Boom. Oh, kind of bad roll, but still, even if they make their save, they would die. So yeah, it basically incinerates them.
Well, thank you. That has proven very useful doing that for us.
Yeah.
Of course, we're a team.
Are those crystal deals still there, like that Vanessa's familiar with, where she can, or they're still?
Yeah,
I would
they're-
definitely go grab
they're
them.
near you, actually. He fireballed the other end of the room.
Yeah. I would go over there and I think we should take these, right? I mean, just in case.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you
I'll
get 3
take
of them.
them.
3 more of those. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And then-
Anybody
and-
hurt?
No, I am okay at this point.
I mean, I've got a scratch, but not enough that I'd waste one of those on.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
All right.
Nope.
I think Enzo was pretty hurt, but Gonzo's gone now.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep them anyway. They might come in handy.
That opening over there at the bottom of the room, that must be the way that Dougal went that time he spoke of, but I say we don't go that way. There could be creatures in there. We just go back the way we come.
I agree.
You definitely can do that. Let me do a little. Mike, roll a d6. Encounter anything? Nope. It's pretty quiet here today. Where would you like to go now?
Well, we could go to the south. Looks like there's a hallway there off B7. Or am I
You wanna
seeing
go in that
things?
direction? Well, right, there is. Yeah, there's a hallway off of B7. There's also 2 areas you didn't explore down by B13. Just keep in mind that area is occupied by the crabmen, and you don't have a crabman with you right now, so you may have to do some fast talking. You would know that, like, that is an area they were protecting.
Right.
Actually, the crabmen up here too, because there was some in this hallway. So if you do go back that way, you don't have any crabmen with you, so it's going to definitely require, because nobody speaks crabman, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So
No, I spoke to the overlords through I think Sidiok was with
yeah,
us.
Sidiok speaks crabman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep in mind.
And
you'll need
these,
to-
I've been saying these wouldn't know about us, about as far as the kind of a truce we have with them or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
you walked past some exactly that were here, that were in that area near B7, but that was yesterday. You don't have any guarantee they're the same ones. So just, I mean, you would know that. So I just don't want to have you walk into something that you would know. I mean, you certainly could still go that way, but just you might have to deal with that. I'll have to roll to see
Right.
if they're the same ones.
What do you guys think? The hallway there off B7, or take our chances with the crabs?
Myself, I don't have a whole lot of interest in messing with the crab men at all after what just happened a little while ago.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just me, though.
I say Panesta, we go to that hallway there closest to B7, and then if we do encounter them and they're hostile, we just turn and avoid any conflict with them until we can speak to their leaders again, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Let me do a little roll. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, you move down to the area in B7, cautiously, because you know that there was a guard there. You can see that as you come around, kind of looking, you see the crabman guard. He also, looks with his, they have that laser arm thing, and he kind of like looks and I mean, to you, I don't know, you'd be able to tell one crabman from another, since you only met them briefly. And they're basically, to you, they're creatures, they're so foreign. But it seems to not make any kind of aggressive action, and it actually moves back to its post and kind of puts a weapon in a non-hostile direction. So you think that it's not being aggressive.
That's good.
Or it's psyching you out, so you walk in there and get shot. But yeah, one of those two things. Very likely the
They'll
first.
shoot us in the back.
Right, exactly. No, but it does the thing. It's like got the gun, and then it like sees you, and it kind of like, and then it goes back to what it was doing. So
Okay. I kind of give it a wave, hey, thanks for not shooting us. All right.
because you're gonna
Let's
move
go
over to
down
that
the
other
hallway.
hallway.
Yep.
This leads down to 2 doors, which are similar to the other doors you've seen. And every door in this level is the same. It's that big, handle in the middle like a submarine. This one to the left is closed. Actually, they're both closed, and they both are unmarked.
Pick one. We just gotta do this.
I say we
Grab
go to the right.
Okay.
You're right, or the right of the map? Okay. So you're right. Cool.
Yep. And we do the typical listen at the door, all that good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, dead quiet. These doors are really hard to listen to, so you're not. Well, I just like sneeze that one out. You're not like super confident, but you're pretty sure that it's quiet. And you open it up as in the past. Broken chunks of marble fill the room, partially obscuring a charred crabman corpse. An iron shelf is set on the western wall, and it holds what looks to be another lump of marble. It's like kind of an oddly shaped chunk of marble sitting on the shelf. Otherwise, all the other shelves and everything are knocked down, and the room looks like it's been burnt up.
Is this marble that we've seen before?
Well, it looks similar to the marble in the room, but as you're looking at it, it definitely looks different. It's not exactly the same marble, and you notice that it, you know, marble has like veins in it. As you're staring at it, it looks like the veins are actually moving.
Ooh. I slip. How big is it?
This size, like half the size of a football.
Yeah, I'm gonna stuff that into one of my sacks.
Go ahead and grab it. As you grab it, you can actually, and you look at the, you know, you kind of grab it, and you go much stick giant. You can see that they, in fact, the marble is moving, like the swirls are moving, and it's not just like veins of like lines; it's actually words moving around.
Maybe
And
you
the
should show that to the blob. He may can interpret what it's doing or saying.
Yeah, is it look like the same Hellenic Hyperborean?
Yep.
All right, I show it to the blob then.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at it. You know, you think it's hard to see where his eyes are, but he's kind of like. And then he says, "This is a powerful magical book."
It's a book.
It's a book that allows for the creation of crystal crystal creatures, crystal automations, essentially.
Ooh. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And then she pushes it right back into her sack again.
You see, he squints. He squints.
How does a blob squint?
So somehow you can tell he's squinting, even though he doesn't have face.
You just feel it.
You just feel the squint. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. So you would be able to tell because you've used laser crossbows. I don't know if this character has that you have, Rush, but other people have used laser crossbows. You would know that that one has 19 shots. So because it has a magazine in it and it has like a number on it. Just so you have that information, because I will forget. Okay, so Manual of Crystal Automation Creation. That's a very nice magic item.
Nice.
In case you want to get a crystal automation made. Otherwise, room is empty. You know, I mean, there's a crabman corpse, but that's very useful to you.
Well, I guess the other room on the other
Okay.
side.
All right, you're listening here. You hear what you think, although it seems odd that you would hear this. You hear what sounds like birds.
Hmm. Birds?
Mm-hmm.
Like seagulls or regular other birds?
I mean, what's your bird experience, Revna? To be able to identify
Well,
what kind of birds.
mostly probably with seagulls, to be honest.
It doesn't sound like a seagull. Yeah.
Since I live in a port town, but I would assume
right.
that everybody. I mean, I probably does it. So they just sound like songbirds, like you hear
No.
out in the farm.
No, definitely not songbirds.
Okay.
They sound more like, but it's very,
Okay,
very,
so-
very, very, very faint.
So she turns and says, "Some kind of bird like I've never heard before." I think it's a bird.
Was my
But it
bird
could
voice not
be-
convincing?
Be careful.
No, but she just doesn't know.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
You know.
So there's something behind this door. We don't know exactly what it is. So
Very faint.
I look at Brickhill, I say, pistols out and carefully open the door.
Yes, Revna, be as quiet as you can opening it in case something does rush out. We'll be prepared for it.
Yep, I'm gonna draw my pistol.
Yeah, so you guys draw your weapons and prepare yourselves. So you're in ready shooter now. Anybody who has a missile weapon that's capable of doing it. And you open the door. It's that moment because
Yes,
like you want to open it
quietly.
up fast and quietly, but like it's like a submarine door, so you're like like open the door. You're like,
Oh, gotcha.
and then finally again, you're like, and you open it up quietly, and you pull it open, and you're looking into another square room. This one. A smooth marble workbench in the center of this room, strewn with dusty covered alchemical glassware. Much of it has succumbed to the ravages of time, but there is what looks to be some kind of a still sitting in the center that seems to be in perfect condition. Broken chunk of marble lie piled along the walls, and just beyond that, you can hear that sound of birds. And you kind of take a peek, and you can see that there is indeed a passageway.
Hmm.
Do you think
Well,
maybe this leads out to the cliff area or something, or out to the beach?
Considering the big round water-filled room had sun shining in, that sounds like that may lead out to a ledge that might have a bird's nest on it.
And
I
we
mean,
know what kind of birds are around, right? Those eagles.
Yeah,
Yes, and
you've encountered
unfortunately-
the eagles. I'm sorry. Sorry, I wanted to
Unfortunately, we
interrupt.
don't have Dougal to talk to him for us.
That's true. We don't have Dougal or either of his brains. I guess
Oh
we'll
no,
have to.
his brain got sucked into the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, and it
Oh,
was worth
no.
what, 10,000? What it
10,000
was like
gold pieces.
10,000?
Yeah. Oh man,
So I'll just
that's a
say,
bummer. But you're regretting the 10,000 gold pieces more than the loss of Dougal. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, because I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, because you have actually interacted pretty closely with the eagles, and you're kind of that close to them now, not through the door anymore. You definitely recognize the sound of the eagles. They don't sound all weird like they did before. They sound more natural, and you do know that Dougal did in fact heal them. Although again, they're still birds of prey, and you're still a person, and you can't talk to them, so it's probably not something you're going to want to crawl out there and talk to. But the wizard, you see words going across. You guys are having your conversation. He's just standing there, and words are going across, being ignored. And finally, you look over and you can see, and he says, "You should take that still. It is also a tool of magicians."
How big is it? I mean, is it something that takes several men to carry?
It'll take several men to carry you.
Maybe we should, since we have our henchman with us, maybe we should do what he says and go back to the surface now and take this stuff back to our ship and regroup.
that sounds like a fabulous idea.
So no diamonds.
Oh, we could probably get the diamond.
Oh, what room were they in?
Upstairs, one more floor.
Oh, okay.
They were. You remember the room where we found the healing chambers for the Migo? They were just before that.
Will
Like
you
the
lead
eggs.
yes, you and Reverend lead the way up there. I'll stay. I'll be right behind with the men bringing these steel.
Okay.
Yeah, they can definitely, since they're not really armored or whatever, they can definitely carry the stuff. I mean, they'll have to, if you do get into a combat, they might have to go second phase if they're going to put it down gently, the first round. But they can definitely carry it. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so you go up. I'm just going to move you up there because it's, you know where you're going, so you can move much quicker. I mean, I'm sure you're being somewhat cautious as to not, be surprised by anything. But you come up the stairs here at A2. And then you'll have to, I guess the way that you know to go for sure would be to go down through A3, across to A9 where you destroyed that like scrying device, and then down into A10, which is where the ceiling is littered with diamonds. Yeah, I mean, assuming that you want to take the time to take them all, there are a lot. You certainly can do that. If you set up the men to guard the door and such, they can put down the gear, then you won't be surprised that you're in a single space. So I'm not going to worry about that. But let's have Crystal roll a d6 to see if anything comes while the diamonds are being procured.
Ah,
You're welcome, everyone.
I love it.
Luckily,
sports.
Revna and I are up on the magic carpet.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
Don't know
here we
yet.
go. Okay. I mean, this is, yeah. You're not going to be surprised by them. And there's only two. So two of these copper oons show up and your men just decimate them. I'm not going to worry about rolling initiative and having a combat. Two copper oon against, 9 NPC warriors are not going to have a chance.
Yeah, Bricchio just yells up towards Revna and Vanessa and go, "Don't worry about it. We've got it."
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Not gonna
the
be a
other
problem.
dudes are like, "You said this was a quiet place to have the lunch break."
Huh.
Well, so you spend some time. I'll just tell you this before we move out. You are able to pull from the ceiling 80 diamonds.
Nice.
They are worth approximately 500 gold pieces apiece.
Good Lord.
We'll be carousing now.
You're gonna have a
I'll
hard
lean
time
over
finding
to-
somebody to buy them all, but that's a hell of a lot of experience points.
I leave over to
We can-
Vanessa and I'll say, you ever wanted a diamond necklace? Now's the time.
Right?
We can do some upgrades to the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Here you can have a lot of money. All right, yeah. So you can work your way out. From you have the steel with you, and you would know that the fastest way out to the surface is to take the stairs at A2, which you can then do, which puts you up where that altar was. If you remember that, where you fought the black goat, but of course it's dead. And you can work the path down. The island is fairly safe, so I'm not going to worry about rolling or whatever. But yeah, I think we can leave it there. You guys can go back to the ship and get rested. I guess we'll have to figure out a way to incorporate a new character for Mike and Crystal in the next game. Wow, that was devastating. But you can pretty much be sure that you cleared this area, and there doesn't seem to be any more of these Miko around. How you want to deal with the crabmen or how you want to move forward here is we can discuss, I guess. So if anybody has anything final to say, then now would be the time. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
No, I think that Revna is glad to get back topside and back on board the boat. And the first thing she does is fix herself a solid mug of something strong.
Fair enough. All right, then. If you have not already, please subscribe. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, and ring the bell. And we'll be back next week.